And good evening, race fans. Welcome to night number 3 of the Dirt Track Digest Lockdown Showdown presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com. My name is Mike Mallett. Joining me on the call for this third and final night of racing action, none other than the voice, Shane Andrews. Shane, how we doing today, my man?
Mike, I have never been better. We have had our third and final night of the Lockdown Showdown, brought to us by Sprint Car Unlimited. The first two nights, preliminary nights, have been outstanding. This is what it all comes down tonight. There's money on the line. The drivers, a little extra pressure. They've been practicing a lot today. You know they're going to be stepping up to the plate. I'm excited. Can't wait to get this one going. Great to be here with you.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on board again. We've had 2 fantastic nights of racing action. So before we talk about what's going to happen tonight, we want to look at the recap here of our first 2 nights. So first, let's take a look at qualifying night number 1.
We are ready to go green off of turn number 4, night number 1 of the Lockdown Showdown. Gets the green here at Knoxville.
As they work their way through the corner and off of turn number 2, David Flick going to take the top spot. Goes down into turns number 1 and 2. Oh, and in contact with the number 211 of Johnny Garino, and that sent him into the wall. So back underway, we're green off of turn 4 and down the front straightaway. Braden Eiler in car number 5 leads the charge off the corner. 3 wide back behind him now as they work off the turn. Whoa, and that's going to be Brett Mahalski on the top side. Here comes Adam Buchanan down low, and he's battling with Zarfos. They are 3 wide off of turn 4 as they battle for the 5th spot.
You know something exciting is happening when you... Oh! As they work their way off the corner, and it is Eiler out in front, Craig Dunn right there for second, but this battle for third. Buchanan and Zarfos right there. They're joined by Flick and Mahalski as they exit corner number 4.
5th right now, that's Brett Mahalski. We'll go on board with him, and he'll watch the battle back behind him for the 6th spot between David Flick and Richie Preston. And Flick right up to the back bumper now of Mahalski as they go into turn 3.
And Flick will take a look to the inside as Preston and Dacus right there following their as they come down to the line. 2 to go that time by as they head into turn number 1.
So final time, we pick up Braden Eiler, your race leader in car number 005. Work in the bottom of the speedway. He's led them all. Can he get us to the conclusion of this one? And indeed, Braden Eiler will pick up the victory here on night number 1.
So first place, courtesy of Dig Race Products, $30 going to our winner, Braden Eiler. Craig Dunn picks up $20. Second place for courtesy of Dig Race Products, and third place courtesy of Ground Control Lawn and Snow, $15 to Jeremy Zar.
So there you can see Braden Eiler picking up the big victory there on night number 1 of the Lockdown Showdown presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com. He was the high point man after the first night of competition, but the name we've all been talking about all week, Alex Bergeron, had something to say about that on night number 2. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Green.
And the field works down into turn 1 here on the opening circuit. Joe Cease has the lead. Bergeron comes with him. And now as we work down the backstretch into turn 3 here for the first time, Wagaman battling with Bergeron, and the boys make that Cease ride off at turn 4, but it's going to be Bergeron to the lead here on lap number 1.
As we watch Bergeron take him down the back 2 and 4, everybody clean and green looking to make it happen. Their way off the turn.
Turn number 4 battling for position, and then they got together here on the front straightaway, and then all heck broke loose. Mason Hannigan luckily just got through that, but whoa, what a ride there for the number 33 machine.
I should have picked Mason Hannigan. He's up to 15th already.
So caution lights are off. We're back underway. Alex Bergeron, Bryce Bailey now your top 2 as they go up into turns number 1 and 2 here as we restart on lap number 12. Mason Hannigan, as Carklin and Axon make contact down the backstretch. 3 wide into turn 3. Hannigan, he just went from, I think, about 5th up to position number 4 or 6th to 4th. What a run for Mason Hannigan.
Unbelievable move and one heartfelt power pound. As Hannigan takes the spot away, now Axton trying to keep the pace with him. Cease and Justin Carey off the corner, tried to throw the slider on the number 46 machine of Richard Bates, and a slide job that went wrong.
So 2 to go. Bergeron's got the top spot here. Final time around the racetrack. It's Bergeron with the lead. Bailey there for second. Wagaman chasing through turn 3. One more time off of turn 4. Winner, night number 2, Lockdown Showdown, goes to Alex Bergeron.
Bryce Bailey, nice run for him. Almost had him with him at that last restart, Mike, but couldn't pull it off. He picks up position number 1. So Bergeron with the win, Bryce Bailey second, Troy Wagaman Jr. finishes in third, Randy Hannigan fourth, Tim Axton rounds out the top 5.
Well, there you saw Alex Bergeron, and Alex Bergeron was on a mission. Missed fast time, just barely, won his qualifier, won the main event. That was good enough to make him high point man. There we go. Overall for the Lockdown Showdown. So the two guys that, we kind of talked about on the opener, Shane, Braden Eiler, the night 1, Alex Bergeron, we talked about him on the opener last night. Those are the two guys that got it done here in our preliminary qualifying nights.
Yeah, Bergeron comes in tonight with 498 points, 2 points shy of having the perfect night, with Fast Time winning the heat and winning the feature. Braden Eiler, 496 points. Bryce Bailey with 495. Troy Wagaman Jr. with 492. And then Jeremy Zarfas with 481, rounding out the top 5. So Bergeron and Eiler almost went perfect, if you will, but just came up a little bit short. But, man, they were perfect on their preliminary nights in the A-Main. Look forward to seeing both of them out here tonight.
Yeah, and you mentioned some of the heavy hitters already here in the iRacing world that are with us. Now, of course, we have a bunch of our Northeast invite drivers, as we call them, that have made the show. We promised you 10, and we got 10 that made it legitimately. We didn't have to bump anybody. We didn't have to do anything. All 10 of these guys made it in. And the guy with the most points, no surprise, the defending Knoxville Nationals champion, David Gravel.
And, of course, this is so much different than actual racing at Knoxville Raceway. However, he knows what it takes to be in position to win the Knoxville Nationals. And, of course, it goes no different here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway for our Lockdown Showdown. David coming in at 11th spot, Brett Mikulski 16th overall, Sam Reeks 26th overall, Brent Marks 28th. How about Larry White and Anthony Perego 31st and 32nd? Stuart Friesen sneaking in here as well in the 55th spot. So he was one of the drivers that was able to make his way in. Jordan Poirier, Ryan Susi, and Mike Mahaney also making their way in.
So, again, a lot of top-name Northeast drivers joining a lot of top-name iRacers in this event. Now, tonight, we change up the format a little bit. You've seen 5 heats, lots of cars, CB, A-Main. Tonight, totally different. We're going to time trial just like we have, but we're going to have 6 heat race events here tonight. Okay, so we're going to thin the heats out a little bit, less cars, and allow the guys to race a little bit more. The heats tonight are going to be 12 laps. Now, the difference is cautions are going to be on. So we're going to have cautions. When you see those big wrecks, we're going to go yellow. But every restart in the heat races is going to be single file. So that'll change it up. Again, we've thinned out the field a little bit. In theory, we've got the cream of the crop now looking to go for the big money here tonight. Then from there, we'll take 3 to the A, 3 to the B. Then we'll have drivers going to the C and the D main. We'll have a D main. That will be 10 laps. We're scheduled to take 4 out of that. Then we'll move on to the C main. We'll go 6 more drivers going to the back of the B main, and then we'll have a 22-lap B main. That's right, 22 laps, almost an A main that we've been running all week. 22 laps because that's what they do at the Knoxville Nationals. So that's what we're doing here for the Lockdown Showdown presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com. So we'll go with that. Then our A main tonight, 35 laps for the big money. Okay, and we will take our finishing order. We will line up heads up off those heat race finishes, but we will be inverting all heat race winners. So the winner of heat 1 will start in position number 6. So there's a look at the format. Now, as we've talked all week, Shane, we've had a lot of great sponsors that have come on board for this one. So why don't we talk a little bit about those?
Yeah, and before we get into the sponsors, Mike, I've got to just make mention of this. First and foremost, yesterday, we missed that it was 410. It was actually Sprint Car Day, okay? So happy Sprint Car Day to everybody yesterday. And tomorrow, want to just reach out to everybody and to everybody here on our broadcast, to you, Mike, to GT, Adam, and Bobby, and Matt, and everybody, and to everybody watching and listening in. happy Easter. Hope everybody's safe and happy and healthy, and enjoy your day tomorrow celebrating Easter. You're right. We've got some great sponsors, of course. Dirt Track Digest is bringing us the Lockdown Showdown. Tonight, our 6 heat races are sponsored by Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks. Billy Whitaker out of Central Square, New York. He's good to go. $10 to each of the heat race winners here tonight. The B-Main winner tonight will receive $25 from the Empire Super Sprints. The Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints stepping up for the 3rd night in a row for $25 to the B-Main winner. The Just Missed Award, this is 7th place in the B-Main. This is going to pay $50, courtesy of Camp Mayhem. Camp Mayhem putting up $50 for the Just Miss Award. Also, we've got to say thank you to our friends from Dirt Track Digest. No stranger there, I know you are, Mike. First place tonight, $175. Second place, $125. Third place, $90. Fourth place, $60. And fifth place in the A-Main pays $50. Compliments of Dirt Track Digest. The Hard Charger will receive $50 in the A-Main, courtesy of Jeremy Elliott, SprintCarUnlimited.com. Kyle Dimitro Racing has kicked in an additional $25 to first place tonight in the A-Main. So the A-Main winner will take home a total of $200 tonight. Also, Kyle Dimitro Racing kicking in $25 for the 15th place finisher in the A-Main. A-Main 15th place finisher, $25. Second place on lap 27 of the A-Main is in memory of Tom Ames, courtesy of Friends of Tommy, and that'll pay $27 to second place on lap 27. The highest finishing invited driver, courtesy of Jeremy Elliott, SprintCarUnlimited.com, will receive $50. And the highest finishing dirt modified Northeast driver will receive $20, courtesy of Bill Brown and Company. Also want to give a shout out to our friends at Dig Race Products. They brought us a bunch of sponsorship throughout the weekend as well. Big thanks to Brandon Plank and Dale Plank, his dad, for stepping up with digraceproducts.com. And Mike, we could not do this past 3 days without our good friend Jeremy Elliott from SprintCarUnlimited.com. He stepped up to the plate, presenting sponsor for the first Dirt Track Digest TV Lockdown Showdown.
And while we have him here, while we got a moment, as we've done each night, we've got, let me bring Jeremy Elliott in. We've got Jeremy Elliott here on the line with us, and we'll bring Jeremy Elliott from SprintCarUnlimited.com in and have a couple words with him. And Jeremy, how we doing this afternoon, my man?
Doing great. Ready for some racing.
All right. So you've seen the 2 nights so far. What do you think is going to be the Northeast guy to watch tonight?
Brett Maholsky looks really good. Troy Wagaman looks really good. And we also have David Gravel as one of the invited drivers. So I think those 3 are the guys to watch right now.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Those guys look good here earlier in the week, and obviously have a lot of laps around here. Now, our Northeast people, they're going to watch. They want to see Stuart Friesen do well, I'm sure, and of course Larry White, Mike Mahaney, Ryan Susi, guys like that. So now I'm not going to let you pick first tonight because we've let you pick first the last couple of nights. So we can't do that. But we got a minute here. Qualifying's underway. Give us a brief rundown of what you got on SprintCarUnlimited.com.
Oh, we posted our story on 305 drivers moving up to the 410 division and kind of being a feeder division for the top fuel of sprint car racing in central Pennsylvania. We posted that this morning. And then we posted number 9 on our list of crew chiefs since 1990, the top guys. And we're surging through the top 10.
And so far, that's been good. How many people, any blowback here, any controversy yet?
Got one overnight from a guy who thought Paul Silva should have been way higher than 21. And I just said, not a lot of big wins. He runs part-time. Maybe in 5-10 years, if I do the list again, he'll move higher. But top 5, no way.
I understand. I get it. What can we expect here? I know you've talked about a couple of things you got coming up on SprintCarUnlimited.com.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to start the top owners since 1985. I'm doing the research now. We've got the podcast. We've got the Ohio podcast. Got a bunch of stuff going on, and I hope to have some breaking news this week. turns out.
Well, Jeremy, again, we thank you for your support here. And again, check out sprintcarunlimited.com. Don't worry, we'll bring you back here before the A-Main and we'll get our picks. We're going to save it for that, though. We'll save it. That's when we've been doing it. And again, Shane said you can't have first pick tonight.
You know what? We should go in order, worst to first.
Okay, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. So we'll do that. So thanks a lot, Jeremy. We'll talk to you again a little bit later on, all right?
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, so driver's meeting is underway right now. I can hear it going on in my headset. So, and yes, I know I have a lagging issue, folks. I've been told. Thank you very much. I'll work on that here momentarily. Obviously, my internet's a little off today, but give me a minute. We'll work on that here after we get through the intro. So qualifying results now up on the screen. Alex Bergeron 15.094. Shane, no shock.
No shock whatsoever. A fantastic lap. Bryce Bailey, 15.109. Stuart Friesen, fastest of the Northeast drivers, 15.128. But keep your eye on Kevin Lovey's in that number 26 car, Mike. We saw him on Thursday night come through the alphabet to make the A-Main. If he has a good heat race tonight, he could be a contender in this one. And Braden Eiler, second in points coming into tonight, rounding out the top 5 in the Lockdown Showdown, qualifying here on night number 3.
Now, those 6 drivers you see in the top 6, those guys will be your pole sitters. There is no invert tonight. We are straight up, straight from time trials right into it. And there's the second page of time trials. There's our 2 Northeast sprint car drivers, Brett Mahalski and David Gravel. Mahalski 11th, Gravel 15th. Gravel was quick time on his night. Another guy in there, Mike Mahaney. So little Northeast flair here in our top 20 in time trials. So while we got to pause here, I do want to take the opportunity to do this. You know, we have had such a awesome response to this event, Shane. You know, you and I have had a good time doing this. You know, I think we should do this again. What do you think?
You know, Mike, if you want to do it again, I think I could have my arm twisted to do this again. Matter of fact, I demand that we do it again.
Okay, how about we do it again?
Yes.
Sounds good. We're going to do it again on April 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Eldora Speedway, and we're going to come at you with the Confinement Classic. That's right, the Confinement Classic coming up on April 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Eldora Speedway. The final event will be the A-Main on Saturday, April the 25th, and we'll be live at 7 p.m. right here on our Facebook page. So our second event coming up here in just 2 weeks now. So we're going to take a week off, then we'll come back at you on Saturday, April 23rd, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 23rd, 24th, 25th, Eldora Speedway Confinement Classic. So, Shane, I'm excited about that already, man, but let's get through this one first.
So am I, but now I've got the question because I finally got my steering wheel, Mike. Do you want me to announce or do I get to try and qualify for the event?
That's negative. You are not qualifying for the event. Sorry about your luck. Okay, sorry about your luck.
Yeah, I'm better served behind the mic instead of behind the wheel. I get it.
Yeah, so you're gonna be on the call. So Shane, Heat Race 1 is staging. Why don't you take the lineup?
I sure will. Thank you very much, Mike Mallett. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening and welcome to the virtual Knoxville Raceway for the Lockdown Showdown, brought to us by SprintCarUnlimited.com. Heat Race number 1, 12 laps the distance. 3 will go to the A-Main, 4 through 7 will go to the B, 8 through 10 will go to the C, and everybody else will go to the D. Alex Bergeron, no surprise, our fast timer tonight. He will start on the pole in car number 12 out of Drummondville, Quebec. Next to him in car number 10 out of Goshen, New York, in car number 10, that is Joe Cotta. Joe Cotta roll off second. Row number 2, Justin Carey in car number 36. He will start in third, and next to him, Mike Mahaney in car 35 out of Elizabethtown, New York, in the number 35. Row number 3, Kevin Hanley. He will start 5th in the number 110 machine. Kevin out of Albany, New York, the 110 racing ride. And next to him, in the number 52, Jeremy Zarfas. He will start in position number 6. He is out of York, Pennsylvania. Row number 4, we are going to 5. Mike Phelps in car number 99. He's out of Cato, New York. He's the race director at the Weed Sports Speedway and also a sportsman racer up at the Fulton Speedway. Next to him, we are going to find in car 44, Connor Ross out of Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. Had a nice run last night in the Friday night preliminary events. Out of Montgomery, New York, in the number 53, slated to go, is Anthony Perego. Anthony Perego in the number 53. He's out of Montgomery, New York, modified racer in the Northeast. And also Next to him, we're going to find in row number 10, that is Johnny Garino. Johnny Garino in the number 211. Johnny, also a modified racer out of New York, the Suave Men. Geo Pro Car, number 211 machine. And if you're watching at home and you see on the scoring, Bobby Sweeney too. Bobby is our race director. He'll be starting most of these heat races, but he will not be racing. He will be race directing. So Bobby Sweeney, if you see his name on there tonight. So Mike, as we set this up, 12 laps the distance, first of 6 heat races. Winner of this heat race will start in position number 6. Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks, $10 to the winner.
So here we go, heat race number 1 of the Lockdown Showdown presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com. Again, they had to have the points to get here. They got here. Now they had a time trial and start the whole process all over again. So Alex Bergeron, Joe Cotta, your front row. And again, a difference tonight, race fans. Less cars in each heat, but we do have more laps and we will have caution. So here we go. Off of turn number 4, green light set to come on. And we are racing in heat race number 1.
No surprise to see Alex Bergeron jump right up to the top spot as a scramble with Cotta and Justin Carey and Mike Mahaney all in that mix. As they come around for the first time, it's going to be Bergeron with the advantage easily by a quarter of a straightaway to turn 1.
Mahaney and Cotta came together there, but everybody clean and green. Brett Marks right there as well, working it off at turn number 2 and down into corners 3 and 4. Mahaney running in the number 3 spot, chasing Justin Carey. We've got caution on the speedway.
I believe that may be for Joe Cotta in that number 10 car. He was up in the front of the heap as he's going to get spun back around. We'll take a look at the instant replay, the Dirt Track Digest TV instant replay here. Joe Cotta, car number 10 out of Goshen, New York, gets into the back end of the Brent Marks number 5 right there. Mike Phelps, no place to go. And Phelps into the wall, and the 10 of Cotta up and over in the number 10 machine.
Now, one of the reasons we're doing cautions here, Shane, too, is so we can do in-race penalties. You know, we've heard the end-of-line penalties here this week. You know, guys that make the show, but then they got to start in the back because of contact in their heat races. By doing it this way and having these cautions in these events, guess what? We can penalize a guy during the race for contact and actually send him to the rear during the race.
And, you know, that also, we're looking at night tonight than we are from the previous 2 nights of preliminary qualifying. As you mentioned earlier in the pre-race, the cream has risen to the top. We're going to see less cautions. We're going to see a little bit different racing with the iPro racers as compared to what we've seen the last couple of nights. The racing has been fantastic, don't get me wrong, but we're going to see a little bit of a different program tonight.
Yeah, and with all the money on the line, we had to give the opportunity to penalize guys for rough driving and so on and so forth. You know, the other nights we had a lot of rookies, we had some newer guys, so we made the choice not to run with the cautions on. For this event, we're running with the cautions on, again, because there is a substantial purse, nearly $900 on the line at the end of tonight's racing program.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of money, $832 to be exact, according to my calculations. I may be off by $68, but there's a lot on the line, and these guys mean business.
So we're looking to come back to green off at turn number 4. Alex Bergeron back on the hammer. Justin Carey chasing him down into the turn, but it's Bergeron with a hole shot off the turn number 2. Again, only 3 cars will go to the A main. So tonight, top 3, all important, into 3 and 4. All Alex Bergeron running the bottom. We've got a battle for the 3rd position. Marks on the outside of Mike Mahaney into turn 1.
Mahaney pushed him up the hill just a little bit. That opened the door for the 44 of Connor Ross, who takes the spot away from Brent Marks. So he moves up a position as your leader still belongs to Alex Bergeron, and a great battle for the 2 spot. Justin Carey has it. Mike Mahaney right there. Oh, and he goes around. Oh my, Justin Carey goes around and into the wall.
Ooh, Justin Carey going around.
He's stuck in the fence.
Stuck in the fence going around.
Reminiscent of Paul McMahon at the World Finals.
Yes. Hopefully it doesn't take as long to get him out, though.
That's true.
So the Billy Whitaker Cars and Truck replay coming up. And I'm going to say there was some contact there, virtual contact possibly between Mahaney and Carey. But again, I'm not the race director. That's on him to make the call, so I'll wait for that to come down.
Mike, did he get him before the rear end came around on the carry number 10?
I'm not sure. Again, iRacing has some different rules when you're race directing this stuff. What they do is there's a certain thing where you can get close to a guy, and sometimes the programming in the game actually causes the guy to spin, but you didn't actually touch him. So what they do is they allow for a tolerance within the game because of how the game reacts to certain situations. Or the simulation, excuse me, not the game. I apologize.
Sure.
Chatted with him last night on Facebook. We were messaging back and forth, and he was super pumped to be in today. And now look, he's got an opportunity here to be in the race. He's running in position number 2.
And this is where he needs to be smart, hit his marks, and be smooth, because he is in a position, and it looks like Mahaney in the 35 may be going to the tail the way he's pulling back like that.
Yeah, I just heard it via the race director in my ear, Shane. Mike Mahaney sent to the tail for contact with the carry ride, so Mike Mahaney being penalized here with 3 laps to go. So we'll come up once we get Mike to the rear. So that's going to benefit the number 5 of, let's see, hold on, that's going to be, where are we at here? That's Jeremy Zarfos running the 552. That's not even Brett Marks, that's Jeremy Zarfos. I screwed that up. So that's going to benefit him and move him up. Anthony Parego there as well. So we'll see how this shakes out as we get ready to go back to green here. As green lights come back on, we're racing one more time.
And Alex Bergeron wasting no time, and now the battle for second resumes. Adam Ross, it's Jeremy Zarfos right there. Zarfos on the back end of the 44 into turn number 3 and 4. Brent Marks, he needs to make something, make that Kevin Hanley looking to make something happen as they head into turn number 1 and 2.
Yeah. That Zarfos car is messing me up, Shane. That's not, it's a Brett Marks lookalike car, but it is Zarfos. Alex Bergeron, meanwhile, he's on the final lap, and Bergeron working it off the turn, and it's going to be Alex Bergeron picking up the win. Second will go to, let's see how it shakes out, Connor Ross. Jeremy Zarfos will finish in position number 3. So those 3 drivers are going on to our 35-lap A main event.
And we'll take a look at the official results here for heat race number 1. Alex Bergeron wins it. Adam Ross make that Connor Ross second. Jeremy Zarfos finishes in 3rd as they will go to the A main. Kevin Hanley in the 110, Anthony Parego, and Mike Mahaney gets back up to an important spot where he will go into the B along with Mike Phelps in that number 7 position. And then into the C we'll find Justin Carey, Johnny Garino, and Joe Cotta.
All right, so heat race number 2 is staging right now. We'll give you the starting lineup for this one. And starting on the pole of this one, the guy that finished 2nd last night in our main event, Bryce Bailey. He'll go from the point, and starting next to him, driving out of Myerstown, Pennsylvania, in a car we just saw, that is going to be the number 5 of the Myerstown Missile, Brett Marks. Row number 2 on the inside, starting 3rd, runner-up finisher here on opening night. He drives out of Australia in car number 57. He's probably just ate brunch, as we talked to him the other day, and now he's here to race with us. He'll start 3rd. This is Craig Dunn, and next to him in the 60 is going to be Jeffrey Herrick. Next row inside, sporting the 27, that is going to be Brian Zick. Brian Zick is going to show up on your scoring as Robert Hummer, but that is Brian Zick. Brian Zick in the number 27. David Flick starts 6th next to him. Starting 7th, Mason Hannigan. Not a good qualifying effort for him, but we saw what he can do. I don't think it matters where he starts. He's going to work his way up through. So Mason Hannigan starting 7th, starting 8th, the DirtTrackDigest.com. Wicked Cushion, 44 out of Brewerton. That's our good buddy, Adam Buchanan. Adam Buchanan, he'll start 8th. Starting 9th, Shiloh Boyce. Tough night last night in our main event, and now he's going to try to regroup. He's going to have a long way to go. Starting 9th and starting 10th is the number 18. It's going to show up in scoring as Mike Evans 3, but that is actually going to be the driver out of Ransomville, now calls Wilson, New York home. That is Ryan Susi. Ryan Susi in the 18.
We get ready to go. 12 laps of distance, 3 to the A, 4s through 7 go to the B, 8 through 10 go to the C. And Mike, I wouldn't be surprised if Adam Buchanan makes some noise. He didn't qualify well on Thursday night, but man, he ran fantastic in that A-main as we get the green, and we are underway as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Bailey with the advantage.
So we work it off of corner number 2 down the back straightaway. Bailey getting the job done right now, being chased by Brett Marks in the number 5. Marks going to look low, nothing doing. Craig Dunn following him. Whoa, Bailey got up into the wall there. Bailey problems, he smacks the wall. And we're going to have a caution. Bryce Bailey, your race leader, problems, gets the wall. And now that is going to hand the race lead over to Brett Marks. What happened there? Let's take a look at the Dirt Track Digest instant replay here, presented by Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks.
Just went into turn number 1 and 2. He jumped the cushion and got into that wall and put it up on the wall and brought it back down. Unfortunately, though, it cost him a couple of spots as the Shiloh Boyce car also made contact with him, and he goes around in a knot.
Well, what a tough break going from the front row, leading the race to, well, going to have some work to do as he has gone to the tail, and I don't know if that car is going to be able to be repaired. He bounced off the wall pretty hard, got clipped by a couple of other drivers. So Bryce Bailey looks like he's done. He's going to find himself in the D main here tonight. Again, top 3 go to the A. Next 3 go to the B. Then it's to the C and the D for everybody else. So Brett Marks, we talked about him last race because we thought that was him in the 5. That was Jeremy Zarfos. Now this is Brett Marks. So Brett Marks has the point, and again, he has been practicing his iRacing as of late. He has picked this up quick compared to some other guys, and again, just recently created the Brett Marks sim racing team. Now, you know, Shane, we hear that talk all the time, and you and I were actually joking before we came onto the air. You were joking with some of our other guys. When you hear Team SETI and Team ABR and Team this and that and this iRacing, basically what it is, there's 3 or 4 guys that form a team, and what they do is they share setups, they share ideas, and so on and so forth. You know, Wicked Cushion, the top 4 drivers were all Wicked Cushion team members on Thursday night. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, this is really taking a life of its own, if you will. This is a simulator, but it's replicating what happens in real life. You take your sprint car teams, your big block teams, your asphalt modified teams. When you have teammates like that, you can exchange information to help you that much, make you that much better and that much faster. And it's no different in this simulation.
So here we go, back to green off at turn number 4. Brett Marks back on the hammer. Craig Dunn will chase him into the turn. And then they're being followed by Jeffrey Herrick in the number 60. That's your top 3 as we work off at 2 here on lap number 6.
You know what I like about Craig Dunn? He called us mate every 3rd word when we were talking to him on Thursday night, as the number 60 of Jeffrey Herrick running back there in position number 3 as they work their way off the corner, and everybody clean and green right now. And Brent Marks, I was riding with him, watching him earlier from his in-car cockpit on iRacing. He was not lifting. He has found a very good setup as we watch the number 1 of Mason Hannigan right now. Why didn't I pick him? I'm still having thoughts why I didn't pick him last night.
He looked good last night. Heavy racetrack right now, though, early in the night, as he'll look to the inside of Zick off of corner number 4. They'll come down the home stretch with 4 laps to go. Here comes Mason Hannigan, little slider there, and now Adam Buchanan's in the mix. 3-car battle. Oh, Zick into the wall. He continues on. We stay green, and here comes Buchanan looking for a qualifying spot.
Buchanan up to the 4th spot, and he's not finished. He's going to go after Jeffrey Herrick into turn number 1 and 2. Hannigan trying to throw the slider, can't quite do it. They are all over Herrick as they race their way into turn number 3. Buchanan goes a little bit lower that time. He got to the inside berm. That opens the door for Hannigan to take the spot away.
What a battle that we've got for the final transfer spot right now. Herrick's got it. Buchanan and Hannigan side by side. They come off at turn number 2, and now Hannigan's rolling the cushion. And now Buchanan with the slider. Hannigan way up around the outside. Here comes Mason Hannigan with 2 to go.
That cost Adam Buchanan. He got into the back end of Herrick. He had to back out of it. Hannigan, though, takes the top shelf, and he goes around him into turn number 3 and 4. Brent Marks wins it. Craig Dunn 2nd. What a race in heat race number 2.
And who's going to get 3rd at the line? That's the question. It's going to be Mason Hannigan getting that final transfer spot, Shane. Wow, that was a good race. That was a good one. So picking up the win, going on to the A main, is going to be Brett Marks picking up the victory. That's the next lineup for the next one. We got Stuart Friesen on the pole. So it's going to be Brett Marks, Craig Dunn, there we go, and Randy Hannigan, your top 3. They're all going to the A main. Jeffrey Herrick, David Flick, Adam Buchanan, they're going to have to go to the B. Everybody else will find their way to the C or D main event. So, whew.
Mike, hold on a second. I need a virtual timeout here. Hold on. I got to catch my breath. That was a hell of a race.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Listen, for those of you watching at home, if you don't think these guys are taking this serious, you've got another thing coming. We're taking this serious. That was a blast, ladies and gentlemen. How about this one for heat race number 3? Stuart Friesen out of Sprinklers, New York. We'll start on the point next to him, Jesse Dacus in the 0-1 machine. Dacus out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Row number 2, David Gravel, defending Knoxville Nationals champion. He will start in position number 3. He is he was 11th overall for the Northeast drivers here for the Dirt Track Digest Lockdown Showdown. Row number 2, starting 4th, Jordan Poirier, and car number 28 out of St. Mathieu de Belle, Quebec. And next row back, we were going to find Christopher Hockley in car number 14, and next to him, Brian Parr. Wish I was playing golf, but it's too cold. He will start in position number 6.
You're not
Kyle
allowed.
Rashinsky in the number 7 spot in car number 37, and next to him, Brandon Plank in the number 77 will roll off 8. Matt Hearn in the number 14 will start 9th, and Joe Cease in the number 76 will round out the field. 12 laps, 3 more cars, top 3 to the A, positions 4 through 7 to the B, 8 to 10 to the C, everybody else to the D. Third heat race of 6. Let's get it on.
Here we go. Green box off of turn 4. Stuart Friesen, the leader, elects to fire right there. We get going. And immediately, David Gravel from SprintCarUnlimited.com, 89 goes 3 wide into turn 1 as Poirier slides up in front of the 0-1 of Dacus. Off of corner number 2, down the home stretch they come. Who's going to lead, or down the back stretch? Who's going to lead it into 3? It's going to be Stuart Friesen with the advantage. Stuart
Friesen, a regular on the Truck Series, a winner of the World Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car, or NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car feature at the Ashwegan Speedway. No stranger to 410 sprints, continuing to lead the way.
He's got a brand new wheel he's working with, Shane, so he's hoping it works out. And here comes David Gravel. Gravel in the number 89, looks to the outside of Friesen, so the Northeast guys battling it out, and now the number 0-1 of Dacus gets back in the mix off the corner. Friesen being stalked now by David Gravel.
As they dance up into turn number 1 and 2, Gravel there as they work their way down the back straightaway. We've got yellow on the speedway off of turn number 2. Yellow lights are on.
That was getting good, Shane. Getting good.
Yes, it was.
What a battle. I mean, again, these guys are going at it. There's no holds barred. You know, again, you can see tonight guys are giving each other, well, knock on wood. I don't have any wood here, so I'm not going to say it. Never mind. Forget that I even brought it up. Never mind. I didn't say it.
Mike said he had no wood.
I'm not even, I can't even comment on that, Shane. I can't even comment.
Sorry, buddy.
It was too funny, though.
You left the door open.
I did. I gave it to you. My own fault.
You know, I talk about the pill they have for that in my opening.
You're going to do that tonight, Shane. I'm going to let you have that one.
No. This one's yours tonight, my man. This one is all you.
So we're not sure what the reason for the caution was. I'm going to look and see if anybody got put back. To this point, I'm not sure. I see somebody 1 lap down. That's going to be Brandon Plank, possibly, the reason for the yellow. So we're halfway here in this one. Again, caution's counting tonight, but we went a couple extra laps. But again, we want to be able to penalize in race. For those of you just joining us on our Dirt Track Digest Facebook page, of course, tell your friends. We're actually simulcasting on Dirt Track Digest TV here tonight for free. So if you want to go over there, log in and go and put it on your Roku or your Fire app, you can do that on your big screen TV in the living room. That will work as well. So again, we are simulcasting over on Dirt Track Digest TV. If you don't have an account on Dirt Track Digest TV, just sign up. It's free to sign up. And this event, free to watch. So go over, sign up with an email address, and you can watch all the action over there simulcast on Dirt Track Digest TV. And again, if you tell your friends that don't have Facebook, let them know they can watch tonight on Dirt Track Digest TV.
Mike, you know what I really like about this? Look at the plethora of drivers we have from the diverse backgrounds that are racing here tonight. Think about what it would take to pull this off in the real world, to get all of these drivers in one place to be able to do this. And we're doing it right here tonight as Friesen leads Gravel down into turn number 1 and 2. Jesse Dacus right there in the 3rd spot. Dacus has a good run down the back straightaway. Were they going to go 3 wide? Oh, it looked like they were into turn 3 and 4.
So Dak is trying to way up on the top side, freezing through the middle. Gravel looking down low. That's the battle for the top three. All three of those drivers are in the show right now. Dacus, he's putting two wheels over the cushion. Backstretch race. Here comes Dacus. He's looking for the lead. Now Gravel to the inside of Friesen. Dacus up on the outside. 3 cars off of turn 4 for the lead with 3 to go.
Dacus looking to get around the 89 of Gravel. Contact with Friesen. Friesen into the wall sideways, and he gets tagged and goes up and over. Your race leader, Stuart Friesen. What a change in events in just one corner.
And no yellow being called here by our iRacing official. Again, it's iRacing making the call, so no caution being called. David Gravel continues on as your race leader into turns number 3 and 4. So it's Gravel, Poirier up to the 2 spot. Dak is still there for 3rd. It's time to get the run down here in heat race number 3.
Brian Parr, Christopher Hockley, Kyle Raczynski rounding out the top 6 as Gravel having his way right now. Poirier trying to reel him in as we ride with Jesse Dacus holding on to position number 3 as David Gravel picks up the win for heat race number 3.
So it's Gravel with the win. Jordan Poirier coming home in 2nd, and Jesse Dacus, again, those are your 3 transfers to the A main. And there you can see the rundown there. Gravel, Poirier, Dacus to the A, Parr, Hockley, Cease. They'll be the next 3 spots moving on to our B main, and then, of course, everybody else to the C and the D. And I'm not sure why. I was shocked. Again, we have iRacing calling the cautions for these events. So, again, that could be an issue, within the iRacing software. So, again, they call the caution. So if you're thinking, why the hell are not a caution, all you Stuart Friesen fans? That's why. It wasn't us.
That's right.
So here we go. Heat race number 4 is going to line up like this. Kevin Lovey starting on the pole. He's driving the 26 here this evening. And next to him, Troy Wagaman Jr. He had a podium finish here last night in car number 19. Row number 2 on the inside, 3rd starting spot. Maxime Paquette in car number 3. He'll start 3rd and starting 4th. The 93 of Kyle Young will start 4th. Starting 5th, Tyler Drever in car number 22. Next to him, Travis Gagnon in car number 24. Tim Axton. I got the wing for Timmy Axton behind me tonight. He's running the 62 here this evening. I got the 99 wing out just for him to give him some love here. And if you're wondering what the 99 wing was in the background, well, that's it. Next to him will be Wyatt Brown in the 49. He'll start 8th, starting 9th. There'll be Van Zachary. He'll start 9th, or make it Ryan Simmons starts 9th, and Van Zachary starts in position number 10.
$10 to the winner of heat race number 4, as all the heat races will pay $10 tonight. Compliments of Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks. So the winner of this heat race, Mr. Mallet, will start 3rd in tonight's Lockdown Showdown A main presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com.
Okay, just coming in, official word from the race director. End of line penalty for the 89.
Oh, wow.
So he is going to give up a spot in the...
He'll start... That's the 4th starting spot.
End of line. You know who gets that now? Jordan
Poirier.
Yes, Jordan
Green
Poirier.
flag, green flag.
So here we go, heat race number 4 up the speed where green. Kevin Lovey's takes the initial green and leads the way down the backstretch as he has got Maxime Paquette in tow. Wagaman trying to work the bottom, slides up in front of Paquette. They'll race wing to wing off of 4.
Everybody cleaning green as Lovey brings it off of corner number 2 and down the back straightaway. Looking impressive as we ride with Troy Wagaman Jr. in the number 19 going after the Maxime Paquette number 39 as they race for position number 2 and 3.
So through the corner we go. Paquette through the middle. Wagaman tried it up on the outside as they chase Kevin Lovey's down into turns number 1 and 2. So Lovey's, or make that 3 and 4. Lovey's holding his foot to the floorboard. Again, track really green right now early in the night. So they ran a bunch of practice and some qualifying, and that's the way we went with it. So it's Kevin Lovey's, Paquette right now, and the 19 of Wagaman. That's your top 3. 4th is Young, and Wyatt Brown right now rounds out the top 5.
As they dance down into turn number 1, Kevin Love had alphabet on his preliminary night on Thursday, but right now making it a little bit easier for himself as he leads heat race number 4 by about 0.3, make that 0.1 of a second over Maxime Paquette as they complete lap number 6.
And Lovey's an accomplished iRacer, runs a ton, used to do the old R-Factor racing online, was very good at that, one of the best in the country, and he has taken a liking here to the iRacing. Again, he works his way off the top side of 4, but Maxime Paquette not letting him go. Paquette hanging right there with him. He is on the back tail tank here. Wagaman searching. He just pulled the bottom to the top, trying to find some bite. So now we go on board with Paquette as he chases your leader, Kevin Lovey.
The over-the-shoulder look right on the back tail tank of Lovey's as they head into neither one lifting as they head up into the corner, both running the top side as they work their way down the backstretch. Here comes Maxime Paquette, slider off of turn number 3 and 4. Lovey's is going to try and return the favor. He'll do so at the line.
The Lovey's back underneath, and he slides up in front of Paquette in 1 and 2. Paquette back underneath, side by side. Backstretch we go. Paquette looking for the spot again. Big slider coming. And you know, Lovey's, he was ready for it. Off of turn 4, we'll have 3 to go this time by.
I usually take my sliders with a little bit of cheese and tomato, but not tonight. It's with 4 wheels and wings off of turn number 4. Here comes the 39 of Paquette once again. Slider into turn 3 and 4. Lovey's is going to try and set him up again off of turn number 4 with 2 to go.
So what a battle we've got between Kevin Lovey's and Maxime Paquette for the top spot in this one. Whoa, little contact there, and everybody clean and green, so we're good to go. Paquette going to lose a bunch of momentum, but the white flag is out for Kevin Lovey's.
Kevin Lovey's in the turn number 1 and 2 with car number 29 all by his lonesome off, or make that 26 off the turn, down the back straightaway, looking to put this one in the record books for heat race number 4.
Off the corner, checker is out. Kevin Lovey's picks up the win. Maxime Paquette and the number 19 of Troy Wagaman Jr. going to move on to tonight's main event.
That was a great one. They were just going at one another. Slide jobs all over the place over the last 3 or 4 laps as the number 26 of Kevin Lovey's picks up the win for heat race number 4. That will put him in the 3rd starting spot for tonight's A-Main. Maxime Paquette finishes in 2nd. Troy Wagaman Jr. in 3rd. They will go to the A-Main while Kyle Young, Wyatt Brown, Travis Gagnon, and Tim Axton go to the B. Ryan Simmons, Vance Zachary, and Tyle Driver, Drever, go to the C main. 5th heat race of 6, ready to roll trackside, and this is how we'll set them up for you. The 2nd highest point man overall for the Lockdown Showdown, Braden Eiler. He will start on the pole in the 005 machine. Next to him, we are going to find Brett Mikulski in the number 73 out of Pendle, Pennsylvania. Row number 2, Grant Wesley in the number 88. He's from Princeton, Indiana. Next to him, Dustin Griffiths in the 82 from Bloomington, Indiana. Row number 3, Ted Barkham in the number 11 car out of Rochester, New York. And next to him, Lightning Larry White in the number 99. He will start in position number 6. He's out of Phoenix, New York. Corey Heffron in the number 51. He's out of Baldwinsville, New York. He'll start 7th, while Eric Rutz in the 61 will roll off 8th. Richard Bates in the 42 9th, and Brad Patton in the number 29 will round out the top 10. Winner of this heat race, Mike, $10 from Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks, but most importantly, they will start on the outside of the front row for the Lockdown Showdown presented by Sprint Car Unlimited.
That is the key. That is the key. All right, so here we go, getting ready to go with heat race number 5 here as Braden Eiler and Brett Mikulski, your front row coming to green. The leader fires first. Everybody else on the throttle as we're racing here in this 5th of 6, or 5 of 6. I screwed that up. 5th of 6. There we go. We'll go with that. Eiler's got the advantage down the backstretch. Whoa, we've got him 3 wide going into turn 3.
Everybody looking to make something happen. Braden Eiler right there in control as they head up in the turn. As we ride with the Grant Wesley, we watch him do battle as he loses a spot for Dustin Griffiths.
Dustin Griffiths, car number 82, working it up through here. He is now up to the number 3 spot. That puts the Wesley number 88 back there in position number 3. Out in front, Braden Eiler doing what we expect him to do, Shane. He is pulling away here, but Mikulski's 2nd. And now the battle is on for the 3 spot as Griffiths got it. Wesley getting back to him now. Larry White also on the job.
Larry White in the 99 looking to make something happen. Ted Barkham in the number 11. Oh, Barkham into the back end of White down. And we've got White up and over. Oh, baby. Backs it into the wall. We stay green with Braden Eiler, your race leader. Now we've got caution.
And I wonder what that was for.
I don't know. It just happened. Take a look at the Dirt Track Digest TV instant replay. Off of corner number 4, Larry White just took the spot away from Ted Barkham. Barkham came back underneath him, and then White goes back around him, and Barkham got into the back end, and then no place to go. The 51 of Corey Hefferon, he goes up and over as White backs it into the fence down on the low side, precipitating the caution.
You know, it's interesting. Those guys are going to see each other on a weekly basis because they both end up at the Brewerton Speedway usually on Friday nights. So, you know, that's the one thing that's different about iRacing, Shane. You know, if you get into a guy like that, guess what? Normally, that guy's in California, you're in New York, I'm okay.
Yes. Or if you don't like what he did, you can just get into the chat room and type, "You don't like you," or "You suck," or something. You know?
Yeah, we've seen that if you look in the chat room.
I got that today, actually.
Oh, somebody told you sucked then, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't having a very good race. Told me not to quit my day job. If they only knew what my day job was.
Okay.
Braden Eiler leads with Brett Mikulski second, Dustin Griffiths third, Grant Wesley fourth, Eric Rutz fifth, Brad Patton sixth, Richard Bates seventh, Corey Hefferon, Ted Barkham, and Larry White rounding out the field. Braden Eiler looking very stout once again here tonight, Mr. Mallet. One of the drivers that you've got to be looking at, favored to win the Lockdown Showdown presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com.
So as the sun sets here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway, field works down the backstretch. Braden Eiler, Brent Mahalski right now in the top 2. And again, as we said, race fans, with cautions counting tonight and how we're doing things, we elected for every restart to be single file. So that way we minimize the amount of cautions with guys getting side by side and, you know, having a miscue, if you will. So they'll come off at turn 4. Today they were informed of a starting box there at the entrance of turn 4. And they had to go before they got to the opening, so that way everybody knew where the leader was going to fire. Off at turn number 2, backstretch we go. Eiler's got the lead. Mahalski there for a second. Dustin Griffiths right there chasing him on the high side.
As they dance off of corner number 4, Eiler continues to lead as Dustin Griffiths right there for position number 3 with car number 82, and closing in is Grant Wesley in that number 88. Wesley starting to get closer to both the 82 of Griffith and the 73 of Brett Mahalski as they come off of turn number 4.
I gotta tell you, Shane, watching these guys run the cushion, it looks like it's getting a little hairy up there on the top side. So now we go on board. Dustin Griffiths pulls the slider to take the 2-stop from Mahalski. Mahalski going to dive back down low into turn 3.
Yellow flag.
Mahalski takes the spot away as we've got caution on the speedway. Yellow lights back on. And it's Grant Wesley in the 88.
Well, Grant Wesley, you see him on the cushion the last couple of times?
Yes. Pushing it. You can push the envelope, but don't get a paper cut.
Taking a look at the Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks replay. And we'll ride on board here with Wesley. Oh, contact there. Both drivers getting into the wall and both drivers going around. And unfortunately, Wesley getting the raw end of the deal there and getting upside down and necessitating the caution here in this heat race event. Well, those guys are going to have a tough road to hoe now because they're going to have a long way to go. D and C made for them.
Can they make their way through the alphabet? That is going to be the question.
We've seen a bunch of guys do it, so
we have. A little bit different.
I have
tonight, though.
Yeah, tonight you got to come from the D if you have a bad night.
I think it can be done, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Grant Wesley do that. I mean, right now he's going to have to go to the D, and he's going to have the chance to do it. I mean, the D main's going to be 10 laps, not a long time, but he can get into the top 6, or get into the top 2, I'm sorry, into the D main, he can make it into the C, and then from there, it might be a little easier for him.
Yeah, yep. So we'll see how it all plays out. All plays out here as Braden Eiler, he has been untouched here in this one. He's looking good out in front. So we'll see what he's got in that number 5 machine. Again, it's 005 on your scoring monitor, but he runs the 5. A similar paint job to, I would say, Brad Loyette, if you remember Brad Loyette. Used to run ASCS National Tour. So off of turn number 4, green lights come back on. We'll have 2 to go here at the stripe. And it's Eiler taking it into the turn, Mahalski chasing him. And then you've got Dustin Griffiths still there for the 3 spot, nose to tail again. We work down the back stretch.
Ted Barkham making his way back up to the front. We've got the 82 of Dustin Griffiths into the wall. One car up and over, catching major air in turn number 4, and the caution lights are on. Ooh, wow. I haven't seen that much air since I took a hot balloon ride. Wow. Let's take a look at the Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks instant replay here. Off of turn number 2, everybody clean and green. And then the 82 of Dustin Griffith gets into the wall. And who is that? The number 19? Was that the 29 of Brad Patton?
Or is it Richard Bates, possibly?
That's Richard Bates. Yes, that's Richard Bates. Yep.
Again, if you're wondering why the numbers don't match the cars, it goes with the skin that you have loaded into iRacing. But iRacing doesn't allow multiple numbers in an event. So sometimes drivers are given a number by iRacing because they didn't change it. So that'll automatically assign them a number. So that's why the numbers you're seeing on the track for some of these drivers are different than the numbers per se in the running order. So just to let you race fans know, watching at home here on either the Dirt Track Digest Facebook page or watching on our dirttrackdigest.tv.
So basically the carpet doesn't match the drapes.
Yes, that is exactly what can happen here in iRacing. You're killing me tonight. I got to tell you, you're on your game tonight, Shane. On your game tonight, buddy.
Thanks, Mike. Hey, I appreciate the opportunity to do this with you. I'm having a blast. Really.
This has been a great time.
A lot of fun.
And again, we're going to do it all over again. The Confinement Classic, April 23rd, 24th, 25th at Eldora. We are finalizing the qualifying format, but we know how we're going to do the program. We know how we're going to get guys in. All right, we're just trying to put some tweaks in it, make it a little different, but that's coming up with the finale on Saturday, April 25th. So here we go, back to green flag racing action. We try this green-white checkered again, just like before. Braden Eiler being chased by Brett Mahalski off of corner number 2.
Ted Barkham, how about this? Big block modified owner of Bobby Bellinger's number 11, holding on to position 3 as we have 2 to go. Make it 1 to go now, and Barkham's holding on to a transfer position. Back
stretch we go. Griffiths got back by him, so he's back in the spot. Final time we work down into turns number 3 and 4, and no surprise here. Your high point man from Thursday night, Braden Eiler, picks up the win. Mahalski, he'll come home in second. Who's going to grab the final transfer spot? How about it? Ted Barkham recovering to get back and get that final transfer position to tonight's A main event. So Braden Eiler with the win. Brett Mahalski, Ted Barkham going to the A. Richard Bates, Dustin Griffiths, Eric Rutz, they're going to the B. And then everybody else to the C, to the D. So we've got 5 in, 1 more to go here in our heat races, Shane.
Yes, we do. 6 of them, 5 of them in the books. The last one right here. You want me to do the lineup on this one?
Hey, go have at it.
All right, Richie Preston in car number 25. He will start on the knob out of West Middlesex, Pennsylvania. Next to him, A.J. Kingsley in the 202 ride. A.J. out of Fulton, New York, in the Pit Stop Convenience Stores E&V Energy ride. Row number 2, starting third, Billy Rowley in the number 79. He's out of New Paris, Ohio, and next to him, Larry Moody in the number 73 machine. Larry out of St. Louis, Missouri, home of the Gateway Arch, by the way. Row number 4, we are going to find David Wilson in car number 54. He will start in the 6th spot. Next to him, riding in position number 7, Jacob Kirkland in the 05 machine. Row number, Row number 4, Kirkland and Cody Hartlop. My apologies, I got my math wrong there. Preston and Kingsley in row 1, Billy Rowley and Larry Modi in row 2. Quentin Young, there we go, I skipped Quentin. Quentin in the number 91, he is out of Syracuse, New York. That's my fault, that's on me. He will start 5th, followed by David Wilson in the 54, who will start 6th. Jacob Kirkland and Cody Hartlop will make up row number 4, while Sam Reeks in the 17, the Honey Badger, and Madison Mulder in the number 71 will round out the field, starting in position number 10, Mulder out of Spencerville, Ontario, Canada. The winner of this heat race gets the pole position for the Lockdown Showdown, presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com.
So we're looking for the green in the start box off of turn number 4. Your leader fires, everybody else on the hammer, and here we go with this final. Oh, we've got trouble here, and we've got caution immediately. Immediately, we are under caution. So, not sure what happened, but that was a quick, whoa, there it is. Somebody upside down and flipping.
I think that might have been Wilson.
Is that AJ? That's AJ Kingsley.
Yep, it is AJ Kingsley. Yes, it is.
Started on the outside of the front row. And I didn't see any contact there, Shane.
No, neither did I, but AJ almost ended up in the parking lot of the Dingus for a cold one.
I've seen it. There's actually been a driver that has gone out of the ballpark over there in turns 1 and 2 and landed in the road.
AJ started up on the outside of the front row in the 202 car. Let's see what happens into turn number 1. Something virtually broke. He just shot to the left and up and over. And Mike, you were out at Knoxville, the Knoxville Nationals, when that actually happened.
No, I was there when RJ Johnson actually exited the ballpark in turns 3 and I did not get to see, I can't remember the driver's name, but he took a wild ride, landed out, and nearly went across. If you go across the road from the Knoxville Raceway, there's a Hy-Vee, and there's a Casey's General Store. He landed somewhere in the vicinity in the middle of turns 1 and 2 when he went over the wall. RJ Johnson, he flipped, nearly went through the scoreboard in 3 and 4 the year I went and landed over on the other side of the fence. You know, and while we're talking about this, I got to commend, we don't have to worry about safety officials or safety crew or anything here, but the Knoxville Raceway safety crew, if you ever have a chance to go to the real Knoxville Raceway, the safety crew there, those guys are on their game. When that guy exited the ballpark, those guys, it's an immediate red. Those guys sprint across the track, fire extinguisher in hand, climbing up the fence, and over the wall they go. I mean, they are a dedicated bunch.
Well, they are the unsung heroes, just like at any other racetrack. The people that we want to see, but hope we never have to utilize in any way, shape, or form. It's a dedicated crew, no matter where they're at or what racetrack they're at, and my hat's off to them. And with all this pandemic going on and everything, Mike, I think we need to give a shout out to all the doctors and nurses that are doing a hell of a job too.
Yeah, we appreciate all that they're doing to keep us safe and allow us all to continue on with life the way we've got it right now. And we have got the green back out here on this final heat race event here in the Lockdown Showdown on Saturday night. Right now, Richie Preston leads the charge. Billy Rowley chasing him. Larry Moody right now rides in 3rd.
Larry Moody's got his hands full right now, though, with Kirkland and Quentin Young in trouble off turn number 2. We've got 2 of them around over there to see yellow lights come on. Caution coming out here on lap number 7 of this 12-lap 6th and final heat race. Winner will start on the pole position for the Lockdown Showdown presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com. Only $45 for a year subscription to SprintCarUnlimited.com. Let's take a look at the Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks replay here into turn number 1 and 2. The 05 of Jacob Kirkland got into the back end of the Billy Rowley machine and went around in a knot. Setting off a small skirmish. Shout out to Matt Thomas doing a great job on the production side. And a big thanks to our good friend down there in Florida, GT Smith.
Yeah, he is in helping Bobby Sweeney right now call some of these cautions. What I've been informed, I've been switching kind of back and forth. We got a chat going, and they're letting me know that as a result of a couple of cautions not being called that they thought should have been called, is that they have switched to manual cautions for this now.
Gotcha.
So that means Bobby Sweeney is going to call the cautions. We weren't going to do that. We wanted to maintain the consistency of the iRacing game, but or the simulation. I gotta stop saying game. It's not a game. It's a simulation, and we wanted to maintain the consistency of iRacing calling the cautions. But after we had a couple of flips and no cautions were called, as a result, they decided and elected to go with the manual cautions.
Well, GT did a hell of a job on those spreadsheets, and as a guy that appreciates a good spreadsheet, I'm impressed.
Yeah, you are a spreadsheet nerd, and GT is too. So that worked out. So this one's been a little tough. Had a couple of cautions here in this one. Guys getting antsy here in this one, but we'll come back to green off of turn number 4. Green lights come back on. Everybody on the throttle, and here we go. It's Richie Preston with the advantage in the 25, leading us up into turns 1 and 2. Billy Rowley and now Quentin Young chasing as they come off of corner number 2.
Yeah, Quentin Young right there, and here comes Larry Moody looking for the end spot with the 73 machine under Quentin Young as they all chase Richie Preston down into turn number 1 and 2. Preston with about a 3-car length advantage over Billy Rowley, who settled back there in position number 2.
Here comes Cody Hartlob now. Hartlob by Moody. That's a race for 4th, as your leader's going to have 1 to go this time. And Hartlob started deep in this one, but now he's at least put himself into the B. If he can make it to the finish, does he have anything to get up there? 3 wide for 5th. Whoa, little contact there as they work down the backstretch. Final time through turns number 3 and 4. Richie Preston, Billy Rowley, your top 2. Preston going to get the win.
Richie Preston will get the win for heat race number 6 and grab the pole for the Lockdown Showdown as the 79 of Billy Rowley comes home in position number 2, and making his way into the A-main tonight is Quentin Young with the number 91 machine. So Richie Preston picks up the win for heat race number 6. Billy Rowley second. Quentin Young finishes in third. They go to the A-main. Going to the B will be Cody Hartlob in the number 02, Sam Reeks, Jacob Kirkland, and Madison Mulder. Making their way into the C-main will be Larry Moody and David Wilson, and AJ Kingsley will have to settle into the D-main to make his way into tonight's event.
So the D-main is staging right now. We will have 10 drivers going to the stripe in our D-main. So they are staging them right now. And Shane, so far, so good, man. A couple of cautions there in our heat race events, but not too bad. And
no, not at all. Not at all, and really, we shouldn't be surprised that there's a couple of cautions. Listen, it's a race. We're going to see that. We got to expect it to happen. I think I've experienced in my 29 years of announcing one perfect night of no cautions.
All right, so here we go. Starting lineup in our D main event. So we'll go like this. Starting on the pole, was leading his heat, and unfortunately didn't get through this one, and that's going to be the number 44 of Stuart Friesen going from the point. Van Zachary in the 34. He'll start in position number 2. Starting third in car number 88, Grant Wesley. And going from 4th, David Wilson in car number 54. Joe Cotta, he'll start in position number 6. And your runner-up finisher last night, Bryce Bailey. He's going to go from, he's starting 6th, Cotta starting 5th. Again, the numbers are getting way over on the screen now. Starting 7th will be Brandon Blake with Tyler Drever starting 8th. Lightning Larry White, he'll start 9th. And rounding out the field will be AJ Kingsley. He'll start in position number 10. So there's how we'll do it here for this one. So Larry, a couple of the Northeast heavy hitters here in this one. And let's see if some guys can regroup here and get things rolling once again.
Mike, just a reminder, the B main winner tonight, which is in a couple of races, will receive $25 courtesy of the Empire Super Sprints. And these guys have their work cut out from them. They're in the D right now. They go to the C if they can qualify, and then into that important B to tag on to the end of the A main. So will they be able to make their way through the alphabet tonight?
We'll find out. Stuart Friesen got going there. He got the jump. They got to the box, and Stewie said, time to go. He wasn't waiting. He knew it was the firebox, and he's got the lead. And down the backstretch as they go into turn number 3. Wesley chasing him, and Plank right there. So it's a 3-car race off of turn 4, lap 1 here in the D main.
As Friesen continues to lead up into turn number 1 and 2, Grant Wesley, I think he's got a very good shot at going through the Brandon Plank. And there's a slider by Wesley on the Friesen, number 44, as they battle for the 2 spot.
Here comes Bryce Bailey now in the number 2. We know how good he is, and look at the line. Shane, right down on the bottom. Working it off of corner number 2 down the back stretch. He's got the advantage around those 2 drivers, so he is into this C main at this point. Off the corner, Brandon Plank is going to lead Bryce Bailey up to position number 2.
Mike, do you think Bryce Bailey was watching this track and said, okay, everybody's going to be running the top. I need to set my car up to get to the bottom because I know that's where everybody else is going to go up to the top side. So why not work the bottom and get around them?
Yeah, indeed. Now Plank works the bottom, so now Bryce Bailey's got to go to the top side. Let's see if he can run it up top in the number 2. But that top, Shane, it is treacherous. If you miss that line off of turn 2, that backstretch wall comes up in a hurry.
No surprise to see Brandon Plank down on the bottom. How many times Dad win a race down on the low side of the speedway? On the old outlaw circuit at Utica Rome and the Fulton Speedways over the years. Right now, he is holding on to the number 1 spot with Bryce Bailey running in second, Grant Wesley third, Stuart Friesen holding on to position number 4 while Joe Cotto rides in 5th.
So far, so good for your race leader, Brandon Plank, but little hiccup there, and here it comes. The number 2 of Bryce Bailey trying to find a way down to the inside. There we get a look at Stuart Friesen. Friesen right now, he is running in a transfer spot, but off of turn 4 with 3 to go. Here's the battle for the lead.
Working it off of corner number 2, Bryce Bailey to the inside. Plank able to hold him off into turn number. Both of them working the low side of the speedway as we ride with the number 77 of Plank. Into turn number 1, you can see the distance back to the Bryce Bailey number 2.
Bailey very good off the bottom of the corner, closing in now as they work down the back straightaway. We're coming up to the white flag this time. And Bailey, he knows he's in, so you got to wonder, is he just kind of riding here, or is he going to try to push the issue to take the win here in the C main? So Plank works it on the bottom, doesn't give Bailey anything to do there. Off of 2, it's all Brandon Plank here on the final lap.
Don't push the issue. You're into the show. Play it safe. Be conservative. No one is near him right now. Test the car out on the top side as Plank wins the D main.
So Plank with the win. Bailey, and looking at our qualifiers here, 4 drivers are going to move on. 4 drivers going to move on looking at our scoring system here. So 4 will go on to our C main event here out of this one. And it's going to be Brandon Plank, Bryce Bailey, Grant Wesley, Stuart Friesen, grabbing that final transfer spot into our C main event. So just sneaking through, Shane, just sneaking through.
Ooh, hey, that's all it takes. He's into the C, but he's going to have to work his way up through because he's starting 17th in the C main as we take a look at the starting lineup for the C main, which will be coming up here in just a moment. 16 laps, 6 cars will go to the B. Shiloh Boyce in the 55 will start on the pole. Next to him, Matt Hearn in car number 14. He will start in position number 2. Tim Axton, keep your eye on him in car number 19. He will start in third. He had a top 6 run last night in preliminary event. Brad Patton in the number 29. He will start in position number 4. Row number 3, Madison Mulder in the number 71 will start 5th, and next to him, Justin Carey in the number 36 will roll off in position number 6. Starting in position number 7, this is car number 27, and that is not Robert Hummer. Who is that again?
Ryan Zick.
Thank you.
That is Davey Franix crew chief.
Thank you. Ryan Zick in the number 27. Next to him, Kyle Raczynski in car number 7 will. Row number 5, Ryan Simmons in the number 20 will start 9th, while Corey Heffron in the 51 will start 10th. Larry Moody in the number 73 will start 11th, and Johnny Guerrero will start 12th in the number 211. Then we will find Ryan Susi, a.k.a. Mike Evans, in the number 18 will start 13th. And then our C main cars that made it into the, our D main cars that made it into the C. Brandon Plank in the number 77. Bryce Bailey in the number 2 will start in position number 15. Grant Wesley in the 88 will start 16th. And Stuart Friesen in the number 1 will start 17th. So we're going to keep our eye on those 4 guys. Will one of them able to make their way from the C into the B? The alphabet soup starts again right now as we have 16 laps. 6 cars will go to the B for the Lockdown Showdown, brought to us by SprintCarUnlimited.com.
Here we go. green light's coming on. And it's Shiloh Boyce, your leader, up into turn number 1, and he'll lead the charge off of corner number 2. Timmy Axton, the guy we were all rooting for last night, he moves up to position number 2 here in this C-main. So first time through turns 3 and 4, and it's going to be Boyce out in front, Timmy Axton up to the 2 spot as they come to the strike.
As they work their way off of corner number 2, plenty of racing taking place behind them in 3 groups to use. Hearn moves it up to 3rd, Brad Patton 4th, Madison Mulder rides in position number 6 as Kyle Rachinski just took the spot away off of corner number 4.
Shane, I'm keeping an eye on Shiloh, Bryce Bailey that is. I'm watching him come up through. He's almost into the top 10 already from our C-main, so he's working that bottom group. But we go back up to the front, and then we watch the race through this field. And again, a lot of stout cars here in this C-main event. But Shiloh Boyce, Timmy Axton, you're your top 2. The battle is on now for one of those transfer positions.
Just like in real life, the simulator racing laps have, the more you're going to see what it can do. And Bryce Bailey just cracked position number 8 from the D-main. He knew the low side of the speedway was going to be available. Now he's going to the top side. He's putting that number 2 wherever he needs to try and get into the show.
4 wide off of corner number 2. Look at Bryce Bailey. Oh, Bailey, contact.
Save it, Bryce.
Oh, big impact there with Stuart Friesen and Bryce Bailey around. Cars upside down. Big wreck. Down in turn number 3. We've got caution. And oh, there goes Bryce Bailey. And Shane, update looking at the C-main. We'll take 4 out of this to the B. Looking at the iRacing format. Again, we tried to set it up the way we wanted it, but sometimes iRacing has a mind of its own. And set it up for us. So 4 will come out of this to the back of the B-main. And look at this move. 4 wide, Bryce Bailey through the middle, and nothing doing there. Nothing he could do about it. Not his fault. And then Stewie, he's got no place to go. Stuart Friesen, Bryce Bailey, and then Brian Zick hammering him as well. Ryan Susi getting a piece. A lot of drivers getting a piece of that wreck, and that looks like that is going to end the day for Bryce Bailey, your runner-up finisher here last night, and you got to feel for Bryce Bailey.
You know who made it through that carnage, who came from the D-main and now up to position number 8 is Brandon Plank in the number 77. He took evasive action to the low side of the speedway and missed Bryce Bailey. So he still has his work cut out for him. Johnny Guerrero, how about Johnny Guerrero in that 211? He started back in position number 12. He's up to the 7th spot. Let's see how this all shakes out as we'll take 4 to the B.
Yep, 4 to the
Wow.
B. That was a tough one, man.
Yeah, it was.
And Bryce Bailey, again, if you remember back to the heat race, kind of just got up into the wall and it looked like it sucked him in. So he was leading his heat. He was one of our fast timers here tonight, and just things just all going south. And last night, you know, Shane, I got to be honest, I thought he had a shot at Alex Bergeron.
Oh, absolutely. You know, when we had a restart with 3 to checker, he was close, but Alex Bergeron did not miss his marks whatsoever, and that was the difference over those last 3 laps.
Indeed, indeed. So now it's Shiloh Boyce, Tim Axton, Matt Hearn, Kyle Rachinski. Those are the drivers in a transfer spot here in this C-main event.
And I see that Johnny Guerrero was given end-of-the-line penalty, so he goes back to 13th as we are green once again.
So halfway through this C-main event here for the Lockdown Showdown, presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com, and Shiloh Boyce leads us down the backstretch with Timmy Axton in tow. Come on, Timmy. I got the wing out for you tonight. You better do something, buddy. And as they come off in turn number 4, here comes pressure from Matt Hearn on the top side. Matt Hearn, Teal Pro Car ride up on that cushion, working his way through corners number 1 and 2. And now he's looking for more. Now he's got company coming, though, on the top.
Yes, he does. As Kyle Rachinski right there, so is Madison Mulder. Off at turn number 4, Justin Carey, Grant West, the 7th, Brandon Plank, running in position number 8. Little contact into turn number 2. Hang on to it. One car out of shape, the Axton number 62 machine.
And Axton's going to lose some spots as a result of that one, and that might drop him out of a transfer spot. That's what I get for rooting for him. That's what I get for pulling for him. I put the hex of the announcer on him, and now he's fallen out of a transfer spot. But at the front of this one is still Shiloh Boyce with the lead. And now Hearn Rachinski still going at it, and now it's going to be Rachinski taking the spot away with Hearn chasing him. And now Axton comes back. Oh, contact there with Madison Mulder as they came off in turn number 4. Still time in this one, 4 laps left to make it 3 next time by.
Axton back up to position number 4, but he's got Grant Wesley, who came from the 10 with right now. When yellow on the speedway, caution. laps, make it 3 laps to go.
Taking a look here at the Dirt Track Digest TV replay presented by Willie Whitaker's Cars and Trucks here for the Lockdown Showdown. There was a bunch of guys there involved off of turn number 2. Not sure what. I think I saw it here. Let's take a look again. Whoa, there's pulling sliders, 3 wide. I think Garino's in there. And the 42 just came down and flipped Garino. I want to say that might have been, was that Grant Wesley in the 88?
That was the Plank 77.
Okay, the Plank 77. All right.
Grant Wesley is actually running in position number 5 behind Timmy Axton. So Wesley trying to make his way from the D main to the B right now, but he's got some good cars in front of him. I know you're rooting for Tim Axton in that number 62 right now, and I'd like to see him get in. He's got Matt Hearn in front of him in 3rd. He has Kyle Rosinski in the 37 in 2nd, and Shiloh Boyce, who was my pick last night, along with Matt Thomas, who came home in position number 18 in the A main one night ago. And Jeremy Elliott, if you're listening, you can thank me for taking the pick that vaulted you into 2nd position.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Absolutely. That's why we do this. It's for the fun.
That's right. This is all about having some fun here with the iRacing simulation. Again, I apologize earlier. I called it a game. I've been playing Nintendo all day. All right, so don't
What were you playing?
I just got Mike Tyson's Punch Out in the mail, so I'm still trying to beat the the Great Tiger. I can't or the guy that's that disappear and all of that. No, I beat the Hippo guy. I was good there, but I can't beat the one guy. He's been kicking my butt. So
Tony Linguini.
I'll figure out how to beat him. I beat Glass Joe, so I thought I was doing something.
Glass Joe. Axton in the 32. Hearn gets it.
Yeah,
that could cost both of them.
That might cost them both as we go up into the turn, and it's still going to be Boyce out in front, leading them down the backstretch. Raczynski there, Matt Hearn, Tim Axton there, and then there's a huge crowd of cars back behind these guys battling for position. But time running out, white flag this time by for Shiloh Boyce.
Shiloh Boyce in the number 55 into turn number 1 and 2 out of head. Kyle second. Hang on, Matt Hearn gets a little tap from Axton as Hearn able to hold on to the position as the C-Main comes to a conclusion and Shiloh Boyce wins it.
So Boyce going to win it. Raczynski 2nd, Wesley 3rd. Matt Hearn will finish in the 4th. And final transfer spot. Oh, man, Tim Axton ended up back in position number 8. Man, Timmy, my man, come on.
It's that announcer's jinx. You mentioned it earlier.
I know, I put the hex on him. It was my own fault.
But the first 2 nights, you're leading the point, so it couldn't be that much of a jinx.
Well, I'm just not going to talk about how good the guy is that I picked for the A main, guys. Come on. So B main staged here. Oh boy.
B main should be a good one. This is going to be 22 laps with 6 cars going to the A main. Would you like me to introduce them?
You want to take it? Go ahead.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll do the B main. The A main's all yours tonight, my man.
All right, buddy.
B main, 22 laps, 6 to the A main. Who's it going to be? How's it going to be done? Let's find out together. Kevin Hanley in the number 110. On the pole out of Albany, New York. Next to him, Jeffrey Herrick in car number 60. He will start in position number 2. Row number 3 by Brian Parr in the number 80 car. Brian out of Syracuse, New York will start 3rd, and starting 4th, Kyle Young in the number 93 from Central Square, New York. Row number 3, Richard Bates in the number 42 will start 5th, while Cody Hartlop, one of the iRacing hot shoes, he will start in position number 6. Hartlop out of East Berlin, Pennsylvania. Row number 4, Anthony Perego out of Montgomery, New York in the number 53, and next to him in the number 58 is David Fick. David Fick in the 58 will roll off 8th. Christopher Hockley in the 14 car will roll off 9th, while Wyatt Brown in car number 49 will start in position number 10. Row number 6, Dustin Griffiths in the number 82. He will start in position number 11. He's out of Bloomington, Indiana. Next to him, we are going to find Sam Reeks out of Palermo, New York in the 17 car starting 12th. Mike Mahady out of King Ferry, New York in car number 35 will roll off 13th, while the A-Bomb, Adam Buchanan, in the number 44 car will start 14th. Joe Cease in the number 76 will start 15th, while Travis Gagnon in the number 24 will start 16th. Eric Rutz in the 61 rolls off 17th. Jacob Kirkland in the number 05 will start in position number 18. Kirkland, he is out of Waxhaw, North Carolina. Waxhaw, you ever been there, Mike?
No.
Neither have I. Mike Phelps out of Cato, New York in the number 4 car, the 99 car, will start in position number 19, while Shiloh Boyce, our winner of the C-Main, Kyle Rashinsky, Grant Wesley, Matt Hearn, we're green with the $25 from Empire Super Sprints to the winner.
Here we go, backstretch race. Kevin Hanley started on the point of this one. Jeffrey Herrick was alongside, but look at the slicing and dicing going on behind your leaders as they work their way off the corner. First time down. Hanley's going to lead. Herrick and Brian Parr make that Cody Hartlob now up to the 3 spot.
Yeah, Hartlob wasting no time getting up to number Wyatt 1 and 2 as Hartlob holds court right now, but loses a spot as they head up into turn number 1.
Field working it down through corners number 1 and 2, and Hartlob trying to go 3 wide through the corner, trying to pick up a spot here. Hartlob rides third, but he's looking for the lead. So the field works into 3 and 4. Good battle at the front here of this one as they come off in turn number 4. It's still Hanley, your leader. Parr, White, Brown now into the 2nd spot. Then Parr, then Hartlob, Herrick, and David Flick. Right now, that's your top 5.
As they dance up off the corner, we watch the battle right now into turn. Jeffrey Herrick holding on to position number 5. David Flick right there behind him in the 58, and trouble and contact right there as they went up into turn number 1 and 2. Everybody clean and green though right now as they battle for position number 5 and 6.
Hartlob looking for third as he battles with Brian Parr. Parr up on the outside, Hartlob down low, and Cody Hartlob takes over position number 3. So Hartlob running his way to the front here on lap 6 of 22 in this 22-lap B-main event here for the Lockdown Showdown presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com. As the leader here is the 110, Kevin Hanley, getting it done so far here early on in this B-main event.
As we work our way off the corner number 2 right all by it as he works into corner number 3 and 4 off the turn. Good run for him on the top side as Wyatt Brown drives around him. 3 into turn number 1. So Wyatt Brown in the number 49, your new race leader, as they head off the turn.
Brown full head of steam up there on the top side, and he'll stay up there on the high side. But he's flirting with it, Shane. You can see that car bouncing around on the cushion, and he is putting the Hoosier tire up by the outside retaining wall. It's still Hanley second, Hartlob. Now Flick, he'll take over position number 4 for the moment as he gets by Herrick. And now Brian Parr on the bubble, and Kyle Rachinsky making a charge. I believe we just saw him in the C-Main.
Yeah, we did, as he's working his way back up in this B-main right now, is head up off the turn. And Jeffrey Herrick in that number 60 car looking to make something happen, closing in on the Flick number 58. Hartlob still there for third. Brian Parr in the 80 car working back there in position number 6.
So again, Wyatt Brown, your race leader, as we get to the halfway point of this one. Kevin Hanley, Cody Hartlob, David Flick, Jeffrey Herrick, Brian Parr. Right now they're in transfer spots, and as I say that, Kyle Rachinsky makes the move on the top side, and Rachinsky's not done. He's going to get 2 cars on the backstretch.
There are 3 grooves that they can use as they race their way off the corner, down into the front straightaway, into turn number 1 and 2. You can see the distinct grooves that they're using as Herrick right now working the bottom with that number 60 car.
So Herrick trying to make the low side go here through the corner, and a battle up on the top side. Griffiths making a move here on that top lane, and he'll get it done. So Dustin Griffiths, he moves by Parr and Herrick, and he'll move up into the final transfer spot. So now Griffiths up to 6th and charging forward.
Herrick looking to come back underneath him off of corner number 4. Can't quite make it work as Griffiths will keep the advantage, trying to reel in Kyle Rachinsky. It's still Wyatt Brown up in front into turn number 3. He rides a fine run for him.
So now we pick up Anthony Parego. He's battling with Jake Karkland. This is the race for the 10th spot. Parego in the number 53's got the spot, slides up there. Karkland on the outside. Karkland, a 360 sprint car campaigner down in the North Carolina, and now he goes high, and then we've got a 3-car race into the corner there, and there's the 35 of Mike Mahaney. Mahaney currently rides in position number 12.
As Parego in the 53 still works the low side, trying to get underneath Brian. Jake Kirkland right there. They're 3 deep off of corner number 4 and down the front straightaway. Not afraid to get it done in this B main right now. Look at this. Will they go 3 wide again? No, they won't. The turn.
Into corners number 3 and 4. Parego trying to sneak under pars number 80. They're side by side, and as they bring it off at turn number 4, they'll come down to the stripe. Again, this is the battle for spot number 10. At the front, though, still Wyatt Brown in the 49 leading the charge. Kevin Hanley, second, Cal Raczynski, Cody Hartlob, David Flick, Dustin Griffiths. Those 6 drivers right now are in arc transfer positions.
Wyatt Brown, 2.3 second advantage over everybody else right now in this B main, looking to pick up the $25 bonus courtesy of the Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints as we continue to watch the field work their way into corner number 3 and 4.
So time running out, watching the battle here for about the 8th spot on the speedway. The 76 Joe Cease, we talked about him last night. He is battling there with Kirkland. Kirkland trying to find his way by, but time is running short here. The sand's in the hourglass.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Contact and Cease into the wall, and he's gonna get upside down, and immediately we get caution. Ooh.
There was some bad beef in that slider. Ow.
Yeah, that was a slider by Jake Kirkland. As we were watching that battle, we'll take a look at the Dirt Track Digest TV. Billy Whitaker, Clarkson Trucks replay here. Kirkland gets a run underneath, coming down the backstretch, and turn 3, tries to pull the slider on Cease, and yep, didn't make it.
Notice going into the corner, Cease had the wheels turned all the way to the left, and the car just pushed up the racetrack.
Yeah, a little tight.
Yep. Not much you can do at that point. You can't make you can make a few adjustments while you're in the cockpit, but not enough that's going to keep that front end from not turning.
Yeah, once you start flying across the line, that is the issue. And he slid up and too far, and that was all she wrote.
Hey, Mike, I want to remind everybody the Just Missed Award, the 7th place in the B main, courtesy of Camp Mayhem tonight. That is $50. Right now, Jeffrey Herrick would get that if the race was to end right now, and that pays just as much as if you were to finish in the 5th spot in the A main tonight.
And that is good. And I want to thank all of our friends at Camp Mayhem. You know, that's our friends down in Pennsylvania. We spend the Williams Grove National Open with them each year. And again, big thanks to Neil, Dave Pratt, and the whole gang down there at the Camp Mayhem. I know a bunch are watching, so, you know, Dawn, Diane, say hi to them. Our buddy Chris, Andy, not sure if they're watching. Mikey Hughes, Billy Bauer, the whole group, they're all watching here tonight. So big thanks to them for watching here. And Shane, I got to tell you, so far so good, man. We've ripped through this thing and almost done with the B main. And after this, only one thing left: the race for the money. Yeah,
and then Jeremy Elliott will be back to join us and make his pick and probably take some more points from me here tonight. But another fantastic night of racing here from the virtual Knoxville Speedway, Mike, for this Lockdown Showdown. Been a great night. Looking forward to more as we get the green with Wyatt Brown, David Flick, and Kyle Raczynski leading the way.
So we're back underway. Field up at turn number 1. Oh, Brown gets way wide, and now we've got caution once again. Not quite sure who that caution is. But again, restarts are, you know, everybody again is trying to take advantage of these restarts, just like in real racing. You know, you're doing something, you can see that the time is just about out, and being told that Shiloh Boyce here the reason for the yellow. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, that was Matt Thomas's pick last night.
Yeah, oh, Shiloh Boyce getting into it with somebody. And possibly Jake Kirkland maybe. They were kind of running there because Kirkland did get the penalty there and got put to the back. So Shiloh Boyce around. So we're under caution again. We'll try another green-white checker here. I believe we have 3 set up in the game for 3 green-white checkers. So Shane B main here, wrapping up. How you doing, Shane? How you doing? He almost got you.
He almost did. Listen.
Hey, at least you weren't picking your nose.
I'm doing well.
Hey, we're having fun. You know, I hope everybody watching this on our Facebook page as well as on Dirt Track Digest TV, is enjoying themselves and having a good time. I know we're having fun here calling the race in action. It's been an awesome couple of days here for the first annual lockdown. Yeah, wait. I got to go this way. Oh. Hey, Shane, high five. Virtual high five. Can you do it?
Hold on, wrong hand. Ready?
Wrong hand. There you go. Yeah. Okay, go. There we go. Virtual high five.
Perfect.
Right. We're having
I'm amphibious. I can shake with both hands.
So it's Wyatt Brown here. And David Flick, Kyle Rachinski, Kevin Hanley, Dustin Griffiths, Cody Hartlob right now in the transfer spots.
Hey, Mike, if anybody asks, that growler is for flowers. There's nothing in it.
For flowers. Yeah, it's empty. It is empty.
It's empty. Yep, exactly. It's a bad thing.
So here we go. Green lights come back on. Back to the race, and we'll try another green-white checkered finish here. As once again, Wyatt Brown races out in front and brings them off of corner number 2 onto the backstretch. Wyatt Brown looking to run away here in the final couple of laps.
As they work their way off the turn, Wyatt Brown, David, Kyle Radinsky in control right now as they have 2 to go this time by into the... And Brown looking very stout as he leads the pack.
Down the backstretch one more time here as we go into turns 3 and 4. It's Brown and Flick right together. Checkered flag upcoming. Checkered is out. Wyatt Brown will pick up the win. David Flick second. Kyle Rachinski gets third. Kevin Hanley, Dustin Griffith. And how about it, Mike Mahaney on the final lap gets by Cody Hartlob, and Mike Mahaney will get the final spot in the main event, getting by Cody Hartlob.
And Cody Hartlob, with that 7th place finish, gets the $50 from Camp Mayhem, while Wyatt Brown gets $25 for picking up the win from the Empire Super Sprints B-Main.
So racing action is complete here. Again, all the mains in the books. All we got left is the A-Main. Just like the last couple of nights now, we are going to go with a warm-up session here as we reset the track. Again, you saw the track getting awfully wide, really close up there to the outside wall. So now we're going to reset it, let these guys run about 10 minutes of practice, and then we'll be ready for our A-Main event. So Shane, this is it, man. We're here. We've made it.
Yeah, we have. And just a quick shout out again to our sponsor, Dirt Track Digest. Mike, you and your crew putting up $175 to the winner of the A-Main, $125 for second, $90 for third, $60 for fourth, and $50 for fifth. And then kick into the top, to the winner, an additional $25 from Kyle Dimitro Racing. So $200 to the winner of the A-Main tonight. Kyle Dimitro also kicking in an additional $25 for the 15th place finisher in the A-Main. The A-Main Hard Charger Award, courtesy of Jeremy Elliott, SprintCarUnlimited.com, $50, which they could use to buy a year's subscription to SprintCarUnlimited.com. Just want to remind everybody that it's only $45, if I remember correctly. A-Main, second place on lap number 27th in memory of Tom Ames, courtesy of Friends of Tommy, that pays $27. The highest finishing invited driver, courtesy of Jeremy Elliott, SprintCarUnlimited.com, $50 to them. And the highest finishing Dirt Northeast modified driver, courtesy of Bill Brown and Company, $20. So some sponsorship money still on the line here tonight. Mike, fantastic night so far. The racing has been phenomenal. The A-Main is going to be spectacular.
I can't wait. You know, we've whittled it down. We started with 120 entries, and now we've whittled it down to the best 20. They had to accumulate points in the first 2 nights, and now they are here and ready for tonight's A-Main event. Now I'm going to pull Jeremy Elliott into the room here so we can chat with Jeremy Elliott. And don't worry, Shane, I'm not going to let Jeremy pick first.
Oh, no, that's okay. Matt Thomas gets first pick. I'm going to tell talk.
So, Jeremy, how we doing after all that? I know you got a beef with the race director already again because of David Gravel. So go ahead and say your spiel.
Well, first off, it's not like he plowed into the back of them. He didn't slide into them. They were side by side. You could see it out the back. And they touched wheels. I mean, at some point, there's just no consistency.
Oh, here we go.
That's
Typical
not an
car,
end of line
typical
penalty.
car owner, car sponsor. Got a gripe.
No, look, he should have been penalized on Thursday.
And he was.
I admit it.
He was.
But this one was nothing like I've seen. That was a crap call.
Stick it up for your boy. I'll let you. You can say
It was
that.
a crap call.
I'll introduce you to Bobby Sweeney at some point. You guys can chat about it, and you can have it out. All right. But so
He's a modified guy.
Oh God, that's why he's able to make fair calls, because he's a modified guy. We know what we're doing, Jeremy.
No.
So Jeremy, the action so far, a couple of shockers of the iRacing guys not getting in. Bryce Bailey, tough run there. Also Cody Hartlob not making the show.
Yeah, I thought Cody Hartlob looked good the other night, and I'm really surprised he didn't make the show. But some of the guys that did, look, beating Braden Eiler is going to be tough. I think it's between him and Alex Bergeron. But I think Braden could give him a run.
Well, we're hoping he gives him a run, and we hope it's a fantastic race. So, again, Jeremy Elliott here from SprintCarUnlimited.com. Now, here's what we're going to do. Shane, Shane's on here. So, Shane, I'm going to let you make your pick. Or is Matt last in points? So, our producer's last in points.
Yeah,
so
our producer, Matt Thomas, with 338.
So, he's just going to take Alex Bergeron, right, Matt? Is that what we're going to do there? He's going with Jesse Dacus.
Wow.
Dacus. Okay. So whose pick is it now? Shane or
Yeah,
Shane?
it's mine. It's mine.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going Alex Bergeron.
Okay, you're going to take Alex Bergeron.
I got to make up points.
All right, so now it's on to you, Jeremy.
Braden Eiler.
Braden Eiler. You guys aren't leaving me much here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take Kevin Loveys. That's going to be my pick.
It is a good pick. He was impressive.
I'm picking last, so I'm going to take a shot in the dark here, and I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go with Kevin Loveys. And if he messes up, I'm going to make sure I message him 3 minutes after this race is over and tell him about it. But Jeremy,
do you want a reminder what the points are?
Yeah, it's only, 4 points here between myself and Jeremy?
Matt, you lead with 396. You have a 10-point lead over Jeremy. I'm at 364, and Matt is at 338.
Matt needs a miracle. Well, Jeremy, what do you think? Let's talk about SprintCarUnlimited.com again. Thank you again for your support, man. Appreciate it. Really enjoyed your story on why tracks need the race with fans and why it's a bad idea. That was a well done story, and I enjoyed reading it.
Thank you, and I just think it sets a bad precedent. Plus, I think it does more harm than good. Just for the viewers out there who haven't seen it, I mean, let's face it. If you can race without fans and make money, do a restructure of the purse when you can make money off the extra revenue stream of fans being there. So it just muddies the water. Pay-per-view contracts are going to, you're going to have to release what those numbers are. And I know some of those numbers. So I think the tracks want to keep that to themselves.
Yeah, no, I understand you. So, hey, again, Jeremy, we'll bring you back afterwards to some post-race analysis. But thanks again. Race fans, don't forget, check out SprintCarUnlimited.com. Jeremy, tell them how much it costs.
It's $45 for a whole year, and we have content all year round, even during the shutdown. We have our crew chief, top 25 crew chiefs since 1990. We're at number 9 today. We release number 8 tomorrow, and then we're going to go right into the top 25 crew chiefs since 1980, or no, top 25 car owners. I'm staring at Mallet. That's what's throwing me off.
Thought he was dipping into my growler.
Top 25 car owners since 1985. We have podcasts, breaking news. We're gonna have some different kind of stories next week as well. So there's a lot of content. It's $45 a year. Get a T-shirt. If you want 6 months, it's $30. 3 months, $18.
All right, thank you very much, Jeremy. Appreciate you being on board with us. And again, race fans, if you haven't checked out SprintCarUnlimited.com, do so. If you love sprint car racing, that is the place to be. So go ahead and check that out, Jeremy. Again, we'll bring you back in a little bit later on, man. But thanks a lot. So Shane, me and you, I got to send out a hello to some friends that they're not race fans. They go to the races with me once in a while. But I got to say hi to my friends Casey and Kelly, watching online here tonight. I think the last time I saw Casey, we were at the beach and I got burnt about as red as a lobster. So. Nice to see them watching online with something to do here. They're watching from the Albany area, so I want to thank them for watching. and taking in the action. Again, thank you for all the comments, all the posts, all the tweets, all the texts, all that. Hope everybody's having as much fun as we are, because that's what this is about. That's why we did this event. And, Shane and I, we always have fun together, and that's what we're hoping, that you fans are having just as much fun as we are.
And while we have a moment, I'd also like to say hi to your friends, Kelly, because I have no friends that are tonight, so I'm going to ride your coattails on that.
All right.
And I'm not much of a mathematician by any means, way, shape, or form, but Jeremy Elliott's deal, SprintCarUnlimited.com, $45 a year, plus you get that T-shirt. Listen, if you do 3 months, okay, at $18, and you do that 4 times, that's $55 or $54. You're going to save, in essence, $10 a year by doing the full subscription. So support those who support the races here on Dirt Track Digest TV.
Well, Shane, here we go. Lineup is gritting, so we're going to get to you as quick as we can as we get ready for the Lockdown Showdown. 35 laps, $200 to the winner of this one. Richie Preston starts on the point in the number 35. Outside, Bray Nyler in car number 5. Row 2, Kevin Loveys. He is in the 26 here this evening. David Gravel scheduled to start 4th again, but he was given the penalty, so he'll fall to the back. He'll start in scheduled to start in spot 4. Starting 5th on the grid, Brett Marks out of Myerstown, Pennsylvania. He starts 5th, and starting 6th, the guy everybody's got their eye on. Out of Drummondville, Quebec, in car number 12, it's Alex Bergeron. Starting 7th on the grid, Connor Ross, car number 44 out of the Niagara region, frontier here of Canada. And alongside of him, out of Australia, in car number 57, Craig Dunn, he starts 8th. Starting 9th out of St. Mathieu de Bois, Quebec. In car number 28, it's Jordan Poirier. Next to him, another French-Canadian, starting 10th. In car number 39, it's Maxime Paquette. SprintCarUnlimited.com, 73, Brett Mahalski. He'll start 11th, and starting 12th, the 79 of Billy Rowley. Starting 13th on the grid, Jeremy Zarfos. He'll start 13th, starting 14th, our hero from last night, driving the number 1, that is Mason Hannigan. Jesse Dacus, he'll start 15th, and starting 16th, 3rd place effort last night, the 19 of Troy Wagaman Jr. Next row inside, we find 17th starting spot, Ted Barcombe in the 11, and alongside, starting 18th in the number 91, that's Quentin Young. Wyatt Brown, he starts 20th, then it's David Flick starting 21st. Kyle Raczynski will start 22nd in car number 37. Kevin Hanley, Dustin Griffiths, and the 35 of Mike Mahaney make up our starting order. Now, just reported in, Jeremy Zarfos will not make the call for this main event. Zarfos had a car accident down the street, took out all power in his neighborhood.
Oh, no.
So poor Jeremy Zarfos not going to make the call. But I think we're coming to the green. Did we go 1 lap by and I missed it? So here we go, A-main ready to go this time. Here, as we watch the pace truck pull off. Race fans, I got to ask you as we go, Shane. Looking for a green.
Green.
Who's it gonna be? And we are green in the main event, first time. Off of turn number 2, down the backstretch we go. Loveys, don't be doing that, getting out of shape. It's going to be Alex Bergeron diving low from the 6th starting spot as we bring it off at turn 4. Lap number 1 is going to be Richie Preston with the lead.
Preston will take him up into turn number 2. How long will that last? Around to the side. Preston back to 2nd. Braden Eiler holding on to position. Kevin Lovey's 4th. Billy Rowley rounds out the top 5 as they complete the lap.
2 laps into this 35-lap main event here in the Lockdown Showdown, the first ever here, presented by Dirt Track Digest and SprintCarUnlimited.com. Braden Eiler, we go with him now. He rides in 3rd as he looks to close in on the number 25 of Richie Preston. Preston goes to the top side. Braden Eiler working it down low. Kevin Lovey's following them, but it's a side-by-side battle off of corner number 2 for the runner-up spot.
Kevin Lovey's watches that battle happen in front of him as he rides number 4. Richie Preston, we ride with him as we look back at the 05 of Braden Eiler as they work their way down the long back straightaway into turn number 3. Eiler's going to go to the top side. He may have a run on the Preston number 25 as they come to the line side by side into turn number 1.
So they'll keep it wing to wing through corners number 1 and 2. And we've got Eiler there for position number 3 for the moment, but we've got caution on the speedway here on lap number 6.
Dirt Track Digest TV, Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks. Instant replay. The 01 of Jesse Dacus out of turn number 4. Let's take a look at what happens here. him on the top side off of turn number 2, up against the wall, rides the cushion into turn number 3, and then contact. The Hannigan 0-1 gives him a slap in the tuchus. He goes around and then up and over. A soft roll in turn number 4 for Jesse Dax.
Not sure. I don't know if they're going to make a call on that one. That's a tough break there for Jesse Dacus. He looked strong earlier in the night. Mason Hannigan, he was kind of no place to go there. He was on the bottom, and it looked like Dacus came down, and Hannigan, unfortunately, contact there. So the 0-1 will have to fall to the tail. And Matt, the curse is on for Matt Thomas here, our producer. His pick here in this AA main, and man, now he is way at the back. So let's reset him for you here, as we've got Alex Bergeron, and now Braden Eiler is into the 2 spot here for this restart. He was able to take second before the yellow came out. Again, there are multiple scoring loops here around the racetrack. So Bergeron, Eiler, Preston, then Lovies and Raleigh right now. That's the top 5. Dunn, Mahalski, Paquette, Hannigan, and Quentin Young right now round out the top 10.
I got to ask you this, Mike. Does Ted Barkham, is he considered a Northeast modified?
Well, he is a Northeast modified person. I would consider him that, yes, but he did not get the invite. Again, we had a bunch of guys that we knew iRace, so we sent out a bunch of invites to those guys, and that's how we determined who we invited. Again, who knows coming up in the future for our next event. And our next event, there it is. Final event will be Saturday, April 25th, but qualifying nights, the 23rd and 24th for the first ever Confinement Classic at the virtual Eldora Speedway. So here we go. Bring back out Shane as we come to lap number 10.
Alex Bergeron's going to lead the pack. Here comes Kevin. Corner. Number 2 is Eiler on the top side as the number 25 of Richie Preston works the low side. Lovey's down the middle as they exit corner number 4.
So it's going to be the 12 of Alex Bergeron leading the way, but here it comes. The number 5, Braden Eiler, but Eiler's got company. The 26, Kevin Lovey's right there with him as we work down the backstretch into turn 3. Now Bergeron goes to the top. Lovey's going to try to pull the slide job. Nothing there. Eiler all over Bergeron here.
Let's see what Eiler can do as Alex Bergeron work into turn number 1 and 2. Third, Billy Rowley running in 4th. Craig Dunn is 5th as we ride with Eiler. Late on the back tail tank of Bergeron. He takes a look to the inside. Off of corner number 4. Could we have a new race leader? No, we don't. Into the turn. Yes, we do. Into turn number 1.
So it's going to be Eiler pulling the slide job on Alex Bergeron off of corner number 2. And now Braden Eiler with the lead. But here comes Bergeron back underneath them. Side by side. They come through the corner. But as they come to the stripe, lap 14, it's going to go to Braden Eiler.
Braden Eiler holding court until Bergeron the corner. Bergeron will keep the spot down into turn number 3. Now Eiler, he was Jeremy Elliott's pick, and he is up in front right now as Bergeron will follow him down the front straightaway into turn number 1 as we have 15 complete.
What a race at the front. We go on forward with Alex Bergeron. He chases Braden Eiler down the backstretch. Eiler goes to the top side. Bergeron's going to look down low. Here comes the slide job. Oh, but Eiler pinches it off. Doesn't allow it to happen. Eiler leads the lap.
Eiler keeps control up into turn number 1 and it's Bergeron right there challenging. Bergeron's going to take a look to the inside. 3. Will he slide up and shut the door? Eiler a little bit better off the top side of the speedway. He'll keep the lead.
Side by side, they came to the stripe. Bergeron and Eiler duking it out here in the Lockdown Showdown. Bergeron, that time a little bit stronger off the bottom of 2, but Eiler good off the top side. Into turn number 3 now. Eiler rim rides it here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. Bergeron keeps it tucked tight, and still, it's Eiler by a whisker at the line.
2 different setups, 2 different grooves to use as we ride. Takes the lead right now by a half car. Number 3 and 4. Hugging the inside groove as Eiler works the cushion off of turn number 4. It's Bergeron by a nose into turn number 1.
What a battle, Shane. We've got at the front of this race, the Lockdown Showdown. Alex Bergeron, Braden Eiler are 2 high point men going at it. Bergeron works the bottom. Braden Eiler up on the top side as they work their way off the corner. Bergeron just up in front of Eiler as we go on board with him. Here you can see him working that high groove, working the cushion off of corner number 2 in front of the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame. And now he closes it on Bergeron as they go to 3.
3.3 seconds ahead of Billy Rowley. Are there any other cars on the speedway?
They're out there, Shane, but all eyes
number
are on
2.
They're out there, but every eye is watching this one. It's Alex Bergeron, Braden Eiler, your top 2 here in the Lockdown Showdown presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com. Here's a look back to what's happening for positions number 3, 4, and 5. It's Rowley, Mahomes, and Kevin Loveys in those positions. Back at the front we go. Eiler, he is there. He got the lead back last time by at lap number 21, and now he's through the middle. Bergeron down low, off the corner. Eiler with a car length over Bergeron.
Eiler, a lap and a half ago, bounced it off the wall. Down into as Bergeron shuts the door. Here comes Eiler. He'll shift change lanes without using a blinker. Down into turn number 1. Trying to repay the favor. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Bergeron back underneath him off of 2.
Bergeron coming back at him. Braden Eiler, though, hanging tough with him as they go on board with Alex Bergeron. Eiler going to shift back down to the bottom, try to find that moisture down on the inside, but now Bergeron making 3 car lengths the difference as they work it down into turns 3 and 4. Bergeron through the middle. Here comes Eiler to the bottom, side by side again, off of turn number 2, and now Eiler edges in front as they go to 3.
9 to go this time by, off of corner number, down to the line, to number 1. It is the Bergeron, number 12, leading the way. Eiler still there for second as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Traffic, the great equalizer, about to come into play in front of the leaders.
So your top 2, Alex Bergeron, Braden Eiler working it up into turns 1 and 2. Alex Bergeron, he saw Eiler go by on the bottom. Now he has gone back to that inside lane. Eiler now tried the high side. He's going to lose some ground as they work down into corners number 3 and 4. So Braden Eiler searching now. Bergeron, he goes to the top side, and here comes Eiler again, trying to run that bottom and make his way back up there to the back bumper of Alex Bergeron.
That'll be Jesse Dacus and Ted Markham. Dacus pulls down to the low side of the to clear them. But traffic in front of him could play a difference in this one for Braden Eiler as he holds off the 2 spot right now off the turn.
So it's Bergeron, Eiler working it down into turn 3, and Bergeron this time again slides off the bottom up to the cushion. Eiler searching, he'll go down low as they exit turn 4. So now Bergeron out of his comfort zone. He's got the 11 bar comb there, and now he works to the bottom. I believe that is the 5 of Brett Marks there in the mix as well. Bergeron puts a lap on a couple of drivers here as we're going to have 4 to go this time by.
As they exit the corner down to the line, laps remain for the number 12 of Alex Bergeron, getting around the Brent Marks number 5 machine, giving himself a little bit of breathing room around the Braden Eiler number 5 machine as they exit corner number 4. 31 down, 4 to go for Alex Bergeron into turn number 1 and 2.
So it's Bergeron and Eiler, your top 2. Right now, Billy Rowley, Brett Mahalski, Kevin Lovey, still the top 5. And how about Troy Wagaman from 16th to 6th? And it's Preston, Paquette, Dunn, Flick working their way up through the field. So the race is on for the 3rd spot now as Mahalski battling and making a move here. Brett Mahalski in the SprintCarUnlimited.com, car number 73. He'll bring it off the turn, and Mahalski moving up through this field. He's making a charge here late. He is up to 3rd with 3 to go.
As Mahalski rides up to the 3rd spot, we keep our eye on the leaders into turn number 1 and 2 for Alex Bergeron. As Eiler still trying to keep the pace, 0.8 of a second behind as they work their way into turn number 3 and 4. White flag will be displayed this time by.
So this is it, final lap here as Bergeron works down into the corner. The number 12, Alex Bergeron, onto the backstretch one more time. He'll work it into turns number 3 and 4. The Lockdown Showdown presented by SprintCarUnlimited.com is going to go to the number 12 of Alex Bergeron. Second will go to Braden Eiler, Brett Mahalski, Billy Rowley, and how about it, Kevin Lovey's hanging on for a top 5.
Unbelievable run and a great race here tonight. Another fantastic showing by these drivers. And Alex Bergeron, time to make the donuts, eh?
So Alex Bergeron celebrates. He is working his way down into victory lane here, celebrating Braden Eiler, coming home in the 2 spot, and then it was Brett Mahalski finishing in 3rd. And already in our waiting room, Shane, I'm going to bring in our second place finisher, Braden Eiler, and let you get a word with him.
Braden Eiler, second place here tonight in the Lockdown Showdown. What a race between you and Alex Bergeron. How was it from your vantage point?
That was fun. I kind of beat him on the bottom out of 2 there, and then he got in front of me, and I missed it that one corner, and we stayed about even the rest of the race. But he always drives a good race, and race be clean like usual, and it was really fun.
You pick up the second place here tonight. You get $125 compliments of Dirt Track Digest. Not a bad night for sim racing, is it?
No, I mean I like picking up a little bit of cash along the way. I appreciate everybody putting this event on. This was a really cool deal. During this coronavirus downtime that we all have. Try to fill the void with some sim racing since we can't go to the real track. But it was a really good event.
Braden, how many laps a week do you turn in the sim racing?
I mean, I don't really have a number I could say. I just, I run the official 410 series, which it follows the week that the pro series follows. So, I get some good practice for the pro racing there. And, I don't know, I couldn't really tell you. I mean, I, run a few races here and there, try to get some laps and, working the setup. But, I don't really have much of a number.
Braden, who you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank everybody at the Kinzer Sim team. Matthew Haniger for putting it all together over there at Wicked Cushion, and also Wicked Energy Gum, Border Tire, the Dirt Racing Network, and thanks to everybody putting this event on, and congrats to Alex.
Braden, thanks for joining us this weekend. Are we going to see you at the next event that we have coming up on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th at Eldora?
As long as it'll fit in my schedule, I'll be there.
All right, Braden Eiler, congratulations. Second place, pick up $125 compliments of Dirt Track Digest. Mike Mallet?
Thanks, Shane. We're going to bring your winner now into the room, and he won last night's preliminary night, and now getting the win here in the Lockdown Showdown. Alex Bergeron, man, that was a hell of a race.
Absolutely, Mike. We did a good job tonight. It was a nice battle with Braden there, and I was right in the bottom, and I had to change my line a couple of times, and finally figured the right line to run there at the end, and we were able to pull a wheel a bit.
What's it mean here, Alex, to win the Lockdown Showdown? First one ever, and you and Braden made it spectacular for us.
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. What's going on right now around the world. To be able to win these kind of big races, it's very important for the stats and for my own self to win these races. So, I'm gonna say I'm proud of what we achieved this week and for as a team and for myself.
Take us through the few laps there. Braden gets back in front of you. He kind of showed you back to the bottom. It looked like you moved around, but once you saw him kind of sneak the nose, you were able to finally just kind of push on by and get back to that bottom groove you wanted.
Yeah, I was being patient there the first couple of laps and trying to settle in and run a couple of laps down there, and I seen he was going to run the top there, and I knew he was going to pass me, but the top was so rough, and running that bottom line 1 and 2 was so much quicker, and we had a lot of good battles there and there, and I'm sure the fans loved it.
Oh yeah, I know. My Facebook Messenger, my Twitter, my my text message, it's blowing up, man. You guys put on a show, and that's what iRacing is all about.
Absolutely. You just look at, pretty much every races, look at the World Championship races and all these big races. You have a lot of battles going on, and it's fun to see that from, a fan point of view and from a driver's point of view as well, and everyone that's involved. Sometimes it's even bigger than real racing, so it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, tonight you were broadcast all over the country, of course, on Dirt Track Digest, Facebook, Speed Sport TV, Facebook, so all over. So I think you probably made some fans tonight.
I absolutely I agree on that. I got to thank them for tuning in and watching the event tonight.
Who do you got to thank on the race car?
Definitely Team of Yori Sports. Jason Nygaard, he was on the box tonight helping me out. Rebecca, my girlfriend, Team ABR manager. Everyone that supports us at Team ABR Sports, CSI Shocks, Pit Logic app, BK Designs, Smart Ink Farm Equipment, several else also that supports us. Like I said, the fans for tuning in, watching an I-7 tonight, and it's great to see, people watching these races. My father for watching as well, cheering on me and the team. You guys for broadcasting this event. Their Track Digest for putting this up, and everyone that made this possible. It's a pleasure to be here, and can't wait for the next one.
Well, we got the next one coming up April 23rd, 24th, and 25th, the Confinement Classic. We're going to run that at Eldora. So put that down on your calendar. I know you got a busy schedule, but keep that one in mind.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks a lot, Alex. So there is your race winner, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Bergeron, getting the job done here tonight at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. And with that, we'll bring in our third place finisher, Brett Michalski. Shane, you can get a word with him.
Yeah, Brett, hey, congratulations. Third place here tonight. Those top two guys were awfully quick. What could you have done different to been in that mix?
Not a thing. Those two guys, congratulations to both of them. They are in their own league. I can get it done in the real stuff, but man, this iRacing stuff is a lot of fun. But they know what's going on. I'm just trying to practice at it here.
Let's just differentiate the two here. I mean, you're holding your own in this iRacing competition, but when you're in the, if you will, quote unquote, real world racing, you're hell on wheels.
Yeah, I mean, when I jumped up to the 410s, I got a reality check, and this year we started off really good. But I mean, I'll tell you what, I think I sweat more here at home. I think I got more nerves at home. I've been doing the other stuff for so many years. On a big race or something, you get your nerves up a little bit. But I mean, this stuff, I mean, I'm so nervous going out. I mean, I got to run 3 fans on me here. It's a lot of fun though.
Let's be honest here, Brett. Listen, are you nervous because somebody at the same time and say, "Hey, what the hell did you do that move for?"
Well, and that is what I will say is the biggest difference. If you tap somebody in this, they get right on the mic and yell at you, and there's no time to cool down. If it happens in real life, people go back to their trailer, think about it, and they either come over and say something to you, or they say, "You know what? I'll just get them next week," or something like that.
Well, you pick up third place here tonight. You're going to get $90 comp of Dirt Track Digest. Who do you want to thank out there tonight?
I'd definitely like to thank Sprint Car Unlimited, Jeremy, Wicked Energy Gum, Jared Michalski, HVAC, Beer Hill Gang TV as well. Definitely all the PA posse and the fans and all of that. Definitely my crew chief Kyle. We tried something on Friday night, and it was just a test run. We didn't really like it, so we went back to what we had. And I, just want to thank you guys as well for putting on a good broadcast, Dirt Track Digest, and I appreciate it all. Thanks for having everyone to watch and all that. You guys had a really good turnout.
Well, we appreciate you joining us, and look forward to hopefully seeing you at Eldora here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and see you then.
All right, Brett Michalski finishing in position number 3. Mike Mallet, I'll tell you what, buddy. Wow, what a freaking race! That was awesome.
That was so much fun. Those guys made it easy to call, by making that a fun race. I mean, that was just, man. I mean, you hate to stay with the leaders for the whole race like that, but my God, those guys were going at it. That was just badass, man. That's all I can say.
That was great TV right there, really. Listen, that was just great TV. Now, a couple of things I got to check in on. Okay, we know Alex Bergeron got the money for the win from Dirt Track Digest. He also gets the $25 from Kyle Dimitro Racing. Braden Eiler gets second place, 125 compliments of Dirt Track Digest, and he also gets second place on lap 27 in memory of Tom Ames, courtesy of Friends of Tommy. So he picks up an additional $27 for that. Then we have Brent Michalski coming home in third with $90 from Dirt Track Digest. Billy Rowley gets fourth with $60 from Dirt Track Digest, and Kevin Lovies gets $50 from Dirt Track Digest for fifth. Now, couple of questions I got to throw out there. We've got 15th place, courtesy of Kyle Dimetro Racing, Kyle Rachinsky. He gets the $25 for that. According to me, and this is just me, it's unofficial, the highest finishing Dirt Northeast modified driver, $20 courtesy of Bill Brown and Company, is Mike Mahaney.
That is correct. Because he
Okay.
was the one that made the A main. Yep.
Now, the
Indeed.
highest finishing invited driver, courtesy of Jeremy Elliott, SprintCarUnlimited.com, I show also is Mike Mahaney.
That would be accurate. Yeah, because he just beat Brett Marks.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's going to be a $75 payday for Mr. Mahaney.
Absolutely. Which then brings the question, who gets the hard charger award of Jeremy Elliott,
Whoa, wait a second.
SprintCarUnlimited.com?
Hold on a second. GT Smith just messaged me. Brett Mahalski was an invited driver, so he's going to get the 50.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There we go.
All right. All right.
Yep. My bad.
All
My
right.
bad. Didn't look at the
Okay.
points.
Yep.
So that'll be Mahalski. Yep.
Okay,
thanks,
so Mahalski,
GT
yes.
catching me in the background there. GT making sure he's paying attention to what we're doing.
Yep. Thanks, GT, for keeping an eye on us. So we've got to figure out who was, courtesy of Jeremy Elliott, SprintCarUnlimited.com. Now, in the real race, what everybody wants to know, what everybody is dying to figure out, who won between the four of us?
I
And
did.
Mike Mallett, you've got 588 points. You got an extra 192 tonight with Kevin Lovey finishing fifth. That gives you 588. Jeremy Elliott finishes in second with 584. I'll take third with 564. And Matt Thomas will pick up fourth spot with 504.
And since we were talking about Jeremy Elliott, I'm going to bring him in here and get his thoughts here on the race. Hold on. Why is it not bringing it in? Come on. Bring him up in. There we go. So Jeremy Elliott bringing you into the room. Sorry, buddy. You came up just a couple of points. You got him? You got us, Jeremy? Got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
I hate to tell you, buddy. Sorry. That short, buddy. That short and getting the win.
Good job. Anytime I lose to you, I get jobbed.
Yeah, that's what I get to do, though. So it's fun. Having a good time here, Jeremy. Jeremy, what did you think of that AMA, man?
It was fabulous. And there's no other way to say it. Both guys did a great job, clean the whole way, switching lines. You couldn't ask for a better way to start, or to start this lockdown showdown. I hope it continues next year. I know you and I have talked. I'll tell you what, you can't beat that.
No, I agree. I mean, Shane and I, we get into real, when we're outdoors doing the regular racing that we announce, we get pumped, but I think we were equally as pumped calling that race as we do when we're calling a race at Weedsport or Utica or wherever we go.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, it was a great call. You guys did a great job. Alex and Braden did a great job providing a great race between the two fastest guys all week. I just think Alex just wears you down. Just keeps doing it and just hits his marks every lap. And I think that's what happened tonight.
Yeah, Alex got it done. Braden Eiler's second. And, coming into this race, those are two guys that, we said keep your eye on. And we kept our eyes on them, and they were able to get it done. And thank you for changing that screen, Matt, because my lips are so far off, it's ridiculous. But
Brett Mahalski.
Hey, how happy are you with your boy getting it done?
I'll tell you what, Brett Mahalski, I watched him run the World of Outlaw races. He's good. I know he's kind of, he said he's not in their league, just trying to get laps. Come on. He's pretty good.
Pretty good?
And,
I'd say he was great tonight.
Great job. David Gravel did a great job, too. He got up to 10th, but he ran out of fuel.
Whoa. What's he doing? The crew chief there not able to take care of him or what?
Oh, he shouldn't have started back there to begin with.
Oh, God, stop whining. But again,
no. Mahalski did a fabulous job. Gravel did a good job. But Mahalski's going to be somebody. Don't be surprised if you see him again at the front of the next Outlaw race.
Yeah, he's been good with the Outlaw broadcast on Dirt Vision and again on FS1. So definitely a guy to keep your eye on. And, Jeremy, I know you had a couple of guys you helped us get. You chatted with Brett and a couple other guys to get them to support this event. We just want to say thank you for that help, man. We really appreciate that. We were able to get some really awesome sprint car guys in this race to go along with our Northeast Modified guys. And that was a heck of a blend of different drivers in this whole lockdown showdown. So thank you very much for the help.
Oh, you know what? I thought it was a great event. You had 120 guys. I mean, that shows the interest in iRacing. And I think right now that's what we need, diversions. And we got it. And we had a good field. We had a great race. Broadcast was good. It was a good event.
It was great. We had fun. That's why we're doing it again on April 23rd, 24th, and 25th for the Confinement Classic. You know, I tried talking GT into doing passing points for that one, but he won't let me.
Ooh, no.
So Jeremy
and Malik,
go ahead.
I texted you earlier when you announced this. I'm interested in being the presenting sponsor for the next race.
Okay, well, you know what? You got first dibs since you were the first one to come on board for this one.
Thank you.
Yeah, we will take you again, Jeremy. And again, we appreciate it, man. And again, you know, SprintCarUnlimited.com. I love it. I read it daily. You know, talk about it, Jeremy. You know, you've talked about what you have on there. Let's talk about when we get to go racing. Once this, you know, everything going on now with COVID-19 and all that ends, what can we expect to see on SprintCarUnlimited.com?
You can expect to see race coverage, features. We'll have coverage from Ohio. Jacob Horde does a great job out there. I'm looking for a rider in the Midwest and also California. And we just cover everything there is to do in sprint car racing, whether it be 360, 410. We have a 305 story up today. It's just coverage across the country, 365 days a year.
So again, that is SprintCarUnlimited.com. One click away every day, you know, and you can check out Jeremy Elliott there on his website. Again, Jeremy, tell them all where they got to go to sign up and so on.
Go to SprintCarUnlimited.com and hit subscribe now. You'll get a choice of 1 year for $45, which also includes a t-shirt. You got $30 for 6 months, and you have $18 for 3 months, and that gets you all content. And we have giveaways. When we get back to racing, we'll also have the weekly Pick 3 contest. I'll select an event. You pick the top 3. You'll get an email from me. You select the top 3 in that event. You get $121.
So there you go. And I can vouch for him that he has paid that out. That has happened. He has paid that out. And I know because it was my good buddy who won it. And it made me so happy to know that you had to give him money.
Yeah, look, I'm okay to pay it out. I just don't like paying Neil. From New Jersey. He's sketchy.
Well, that's Neil. I mean, we all know that. But Jeremy, hey, man.
No, Neil's a great guy.
Oh, he's a good buddy. And he helped out with our Camp Mayhem Award. Again, $50 to the guy that missed the show here tonight. So we thank him so much for that. And again, thank you, Jeremy, so much for your support of this event. Thanks for coming on as an analyst. It's been fun, man. This has been a lot of fun, and it definitely has helped me pass the time with everything that we got going on.
Saw your man cave finally.
So, hey, yeah, you've gotten to see. Yeah, you got to see some of it. You know, tonight I went with the Shrine to Donnie Schatz. I figured I would, you know, it's the finale. Yeah. So,
hey, again, thank you very much, guys. It was a great broadcast. It was a pleasure to be associated with it, and I look forward to doing it again.
All right, man. You have a good one, Jeremy. Take care.
The same.
So that's Jeremy Elliott from SprintCarUnlimited.com, and we are back here, Shane Andrews and I, in the proverbial booth, Shane. You and your man cave, me and mine. And, man, Alex Bergeron, and Braden Eiler, man, those guys, what a show. Show.
It was a great race. You know, if that's any indication of what the outdoor season is going to be like, because everybody's itchy to get on the throttle and get outside and do some real racing, I think we're going to have a great season. And, you know, this is a great opportunity for all of us to, number one, enjoy some racing. Number two, to put some of the doldrums that are facing us here today. I mean, this is some serious shit we've got going on, and I'm glad to see that you're safe and healthy. I'm glad to see that all 100 and plus competitors that are joining us this weekend are safe and healthy. I'm glad that our production crew is safe and healthy, and everybody. And I wish nothing but the best. I can't wait to get back to the outdoor racing season, but I'll be honest with you, when we have a show like this, it really gives me the itch, but it also gave me a great fix to enjoy a show, and thanks for having me be a part of it.
Hey, man, I'm glad you were on board. And again, I got to say thank you. We'll recap the race here in a bit, but I got to say thank you again to all the folks that helped make this possible. All the sponsors that came on board. Shane mentioned them earlier, but I got to thank the behind-the-scene guys. Of course, Matt Thomas here with us, part of Dirt Track Digest TV, doing this broadcast. Matt took like a 10-year hiatus or so from broadcasting virtual racing to come back in esports, to come back and get things rolling here for DTD TV. So, Matt, fantastic job back there in the production trailer. GT and Bobby Sweeney, you guys knocked it out of the park. Bobby Sweeney did all the race directing, made all the calls, helped us with rules, helped us set up all these events on the server on iRacing. For those of you who don't know, and GT Smith, he had his calculator out, his shoes off, counting his toes and everything, doing all those points and doing all those results, making spreadsheets and helping with entries and so on and so forth. So those guys did a fantastic job. Got to thank Adam Buchanan, too. He stepped up, helped us out. Adam's big into the iRacing world, and he helped us kind of spread the word on this event and what was going on, and spread the word in the iRacing world so we could get guys like Alex Bergeron, Braden Eiler, to come on board and compete with us. And again, you got to see the best of the best that iRacing has to offer, as well as what the Northeast has to offer on iRacing here these last few nights. And it wouldn't have been possible without this huge team effort. So, guys, I'd say my hat's off to you, but I'm not wearing a hat. So, but guys, fantastic job behind the scenes making this happen. But I can't wait now for the next one. It's sad that we're taking a week off. We're going to take a week here and let some things happen, and let some other people have some races coming up here next weekend and so on. So we're taking a break, but then we'll be back the 23rd, 24th, and 25th with the Confinement Classic at the Eldora Speedway. We're working on the format for it. It won't be the Knoxville Nationals point system again. We're not going to do that again. We saved that for Knoxville. That's going to be our Lockdown Showdown format. And I think based on how this one went, we might want to do this one again next off season. So next winter, hopefully we don't have to worry about the COVID-19, and we can do this in December and January when we're all jonesing for some races, and we don't have to worry about doing it here during our regular racing season. But so again, be prepared. Watch out for that. You iRacers out there watching, watch out for that. We will have entries available. Again, we're going to take a certain number, but we got a twist, and we'll let you know about that. We're not quite there yet, but we'll let you know once we get to that. Try to get some more guys an opportunity to get into our race, because we had nearly 150 guys want to take part in this event, and we had to turn away 30 of them because of the way things worked out with the maximum being 60 on the server. So stay tuned for the details on that. We'll have all the details on dirttrackdigest.com, of course, on our Facebook page as well. So if you're an iRacer and that's what you typically do, be sure to like our page so you can see when the announcement comes out, because when we do entries, it just comes in the email and we time it by that, and the first guys in are the ones that get the spots. So I look forward to that. And Shane, man, again, recapping this, I'm taking notes here, like I do when I'm at the regular racetrack. And I've got my notepad is so full of notes when those guys are swapping the lead and doing this and that, man. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
It was. It really was. It was a great race between everybody. Alex Bergeron and Braden Eiler, you couldn't have asked for two better racers to be on top of the heap right now with this. And it just sets the table for the Confinement Classic coming up in just a couple of weeks, if you really want to, if we start to get ahead of ourselves just a little bit. But there was some great racing for 3 straight nights. The preliminary nights were spectacular. Tonight was just the cherry on top of that Sunday. If you had asked me earlier today, what do you think we're going to see in the feature? I was going to say, I expect Alex Bergeron to run away with it. That wasn't the case, because Braden Eiler spent hours practicing, tuning that car in, and giving him a challenge. And I'll tell you what, I've seen some races outside that weren't that exciting as compared to what we saw here tonight.
Nope. I know. We've all been to some snoozers, but I can honestly say when I go to the Knoxville Nationals, this is normally the kind of races we see. I've seen Donnie Schatz dominate and kind of run away, but more often than not, when you go to the real Knoxville Raceway, not the virtual one, you see racing like this. Just like that. Lots of lead changes, guys on the cushion, guys on the bottom, guys all over the racetrack, slide jobs for this, slide jobs for that. And that is exactly what we saw here with the Lockdown Showdown. So that was just awesome. I'm still like, the adrenaline is still pumping, man. Like I said when I was talking to Jeremy, like, you and I, you could tell the excitement was right where we would be if we were announcing a race, again at Weedsport or Utica.
But that's what happens when you have a good race. It brings out the excitement. It doesn't matter It's a race, and that's what we live for. We're in the moment. And we saw some great racing all throughout the weekend from Thursday on. And this was a challenge. Listen, there is nothing easy about calling a simulated race by any means, way, shape, or form, because we're looking at one screen. We don't get to see the entire half-mile track or 3/8 mile track or wherever we're at. This was a different beast. We didn't get to walk around the pits. We didn't get to walk around and get some emails or text messages or anything along those lines. We sat down, they raced, we announced, and I think we did a hell of a job and knocked it out of the park on all aspects of the entire show.
Yeah, that was fun, man. Again, normally I'm looking at my phone. I got my phone here and it's buzzing. I can hear it on the table. And I like to answer people when, during a race night, if I'm announcing like, hey, they got a question or a birthday or hey, nice job, or hey, can you, do this, do that, and that's cool. There was so little downtime in this whole deal. Yeah. It's amazing how fast the night of racing goes here on iRacing. But
I was on your Twitter feed waiting to see.
Yeah. Looking for the full results. It's not going to happen. But we'll recap it one more time before we let you go here. Alex Bergeron picking up the victory over Braden Eiler. Brett Mahalski comes home in second. Billy Raleigh, Kevin Lovey's the top 5. Troy Wagaman Jr., Craig Dunn, Richie Preston, David Flick, and Wyatt Brown will round out your top 10. And what a day, what a night. And there's Gravel finishing 20th, ran out of fuel. But what a night, what a great time. And again, thank you so much, Shane, for being a part of it.
Mike, thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. I look forward to the Confinement Classic. If you want me back, count me in. I'd love to be a part of that show.
Shane, we can fit you in. We'll fit you in.
All right, thanks.
Buddy? All right, we'll get you in, buddy.
And happy Easter to you, to all your family. A happy Easter to the whole production crew, Adam, Bobby, GT, Matt, and everybody. But most importantly, happy Easter to everybody out there watching and listening in tonight. Please be safe. Do everything you need to do. Do the confinement if you have to. Do the social distancing. Let's get this done. Let's get this knocked out so we can go back to outside racing ASAP.
And indeed, so race fans, just follow the rules. If they ask you to stay home, do your best to stay home. Follow those confinement rules. And I'm going to use that word now because that's what we're going with for our next event. But follow those and do what you have to do. And hopefully we'll all be outside racing real soon. Until then, stay safe. And again, thank you so much for everybody that watched on all of our platforms tonight. We broadcast on Facebook. We were on Dirt Track Digest TV. We were on a host of other places. I believe we're on our YouTube channel as well. And it was just great to see the support and get everybody watching on Speed Sport TV. Thank you as well. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast. It was a ton of fun for us. We hope you had as much fun. And don't forget, we'll be back the 23rd, 24th, and 25th with the Confinement Classic from Eldora, the virtual Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. But until then, for Shane Andrews, for all the boys back in the production studio, for GT, all the boys, Adam, for Bobby Sweeney. That's right, Matt. It is time to go to the Dingus, the virtual Dingus. Don't worry. But thanks for being with us. My name is Mike Mellett. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and we'll see you here in a couple of weeks.
The stars and cars of the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series.
Van Pelt's gonna win at Woodhall. They're still 3 wide for the lead to turn 1.
And Mahaney says, I better get to the bottom.
These are the stars and cars of the 2018 Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprint Tour.
All right, let's give it up for our great sportsman drivers, y'all.
The Batman, Peter Britton. Shepard into turn number 1 and 2 for the final time. Brings it through the turn, his 66th career win.
Here he is, picking it up, the A-Bird Ice Storage Military Appreciation Night here.
But it's not going to work. Jimmy Phelps is going to take the 50-lap feature and win his first of the season.
Bored at home? Check out SprintCarUnlimited.com. We continue to have daily content, including our weekly podcasts, the top 25 crew chiefs since 1990, shop tours, and more. When our list of crew chiefs is complete, we will start the list of top 25 car owners since 1985. Subscribe today.